How's it going, boys and girls? Happy Friday. How's it going? First of all, I want to say sorry about yesterday. I don't know what the hell was going on. Um, my screen crashed. It was going on. Sorry, my stream crashed. It was going all over the place, and then I couldn't disconnect. So that was a shit show. How's everyone doing though? Hang on a sec. I can't make the stream. Oh, no worries, bro. Good to see you here. Ron and Locke, what's good, man? Ash, good to see you here, brother. B1, it's been a while since I've seen you. Jamie, what's good? What's good? Tone K, my guy, what's good, man? Shama. Jensen, big up to you, bro. How you doing? And Tech, how you doing, bro? Yeah, sorry again about yesterday, boys. I don't know what the hell was going on. What are we saying? Fuck all, bro. Fuck all. I just got back from another little day out with the little lad. He's getting more based by the second. I think I'm losing control of him. Other than that, it's been a good day, man. I'm looking forward to the weekend hitting up. I'm not so much looking forward to going back to work on Monday, but it is what it is. How you doing, Lane? What's good? What's good? Yeah, I'm good, man. Looking forward to settling in for the night. I'm not sure who's on tonight. I was supposed to maybe do a stream with S Dogs, but I got back so late. I haven't even had a chance to look at the cards, so I'm gonna hang out with the boys tonight and see what's up. Hang on a second. I actually need to check my Discord real quick. How's everyone doing though? How's the week been so far? How's everyone coping? Where's Discord? Fucking hell. How you doing? I give milk. What's good, man? All my nieces and nephews are trick and treating. I feel left out. Not gonna lie, gay being a grown man. Bro, we weren't even home yet. We weren't even home to give candy out. It's real sad. You know, when people pull up to my house, they think they're gonna make a killing. Nobody home, third year in a row. So it's kind of worse in a way. It's kind of worse. Windy as fucking New York, is it? Fucking hell, man. It's been rainy as shit here as well. Rainy as shit. Just how I like it. How you doing? Ribavix? What's good, man? Do I call you Vamos or do I call you Ribavix? Still haven't worked that one out. Your dog died. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Was he an old G or did something happen to him? How you doing, Ragad? I can't see your message, but shout out to you. Hope you're having a good day. It drank a bunch of. I'm not sure whether to take you seriously sometimes. What do you know? I've got some questions, but I'm not even going to go there. How you doing, YK Prince? What's good, man? Clearly a Ronaldo fan in the building. What's going on? I guess it's windy everywhere. How you doing, Rice Bean? It's only 9 p.m. there, right? Trick or treaters come by until nah, man. Not in my neighborhood. Not in my neighborhood. Got respectable kids around here. This is the suburbs. Everyone's in bed at 6:30. I know Americans move differently. Happy Samhain Festival bonfire night. Tipperary. Fucking hell. Tipperary is a beautiful little town. Shout out to the Irish. The Irish know how to do Halloween proper. Hi, bro. I'm from Jamaica. Nice to meet you, LeBron Curry. Good to see you here, bro. You're from Jamaica, but you don't live there, I'm assuming, yeah? Some tough stuff going on in Jamaica right now. The conspiracy theories are going crazy. They're going absolutely crazy right now. Hopefully Jamaica will pull through. Hopefully things work out there. Hey, yo, Frankie, how's it going? Did you get those nudes I sent you? I haven't had a chance to look, bro. I was saving it for bedtime. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever tried tampons? Maybe you can show me how to use them because I get a feeling you're an expert. Cock. It's a long way to Tipperary. Hell of a tune. I live in Jamaica, bro. We're using generator for power. How did someone in Jamaica find my stream of all places? Crazy. How you doing, fatter condom? Fucking hell. Oh yeah, we have a massive The thing is, yeah, they don't do bonfires anymore. Yeah, I'm surprised that still goes down. Bonfires used to be amazing when I was a kid. Lit up a big fire. Everything's too politically correct now. I guarantee you, some idiot probably, you know, got injured somehow and it ruined it for everyone. I've only got a few minutes, but I found a short you need to see, Frank. You're gonna get a kick out of it. Crystal, I messaged you on Discord, yeah. What the fuck's going on? I was groveling like a motherfucker yesterday. I hope you're all right, Crystal. One of my favorite people on this platform. Love you to bits. How is that? I'm not saying that one. How you doing? How you doing, Kerry? What's good, man? Northie, I got your message as well. I've sent a message to you know who, and I'm waiting to see what's going on because I don't think there's anything fishy going on, or at least I hope there's not. But I'm gonna keep track of it for you. I'm gonna make sure you get your money. Jamaica got hit by Jewish space lasers. That's the word on the street that's going around. The Jays are up to it again. I have a question. What's your question, Gay Red Fox? I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it. I have Discord Northwest, but I don't really use it. It's not good. KM28G, how you doing, bro? Where are you from and what's your story? Fuck off, Brits. I will not fuck off. And I'm actually Irish, cunt. So fuck you and wherever you're from. Greetings from New York. Shout out to you, Canary Kin. Love New York. It's been a few years since I've been there, but I love New York. What do you think of the LGBTQ community? I mean, as I've said multiple times on this platform, you guys do what you want. I'm a little bit more skeptical about the T's. I haven't quite, figured out what take to have on them yet, but everyone else is, like I said, as long as you're not hurting anyone, live your life, be who you are, be happy with who you are. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I give milk. Chimaev versus Islam. Oh, now that's an interesting one. I think Islam. Again, it depends. It would obviously have to take place at 170. And I'd go with Makachev. I mean, for fuck's sake, Gilbert Burns nearly gave him a run for his money there. What color boxes do you have on? Red. Does that make you feel good? I'm a professional malware developer. Good for you, Lieutenant. Congratulations. Transformers, Decepticons in disguise. I've got nothing against the trans community whatsoever. It must be very hard having to go through that stuff, being that confused. It must be tough. 2 minutes in and gay talk start. Come on, man. It's an MMA channel. Talk about MMA, boxing, fight. This is why the chat has to take control of these situations. Seen Whitaker and Akami in Physical Asia series and Netflix series. What's this? What are you referring to? Do you discuss football here or not? I do. I'm a Newcastle fan. Who do you support? I can say that with some chest now. The black and white army are finally doing their thing. So I no longer have to hide in embarrassment and pretend that I don't like football. I'm out with the fellas having a beer. I'm here in spirit. You legend. To be jumping on the stream while you're out with the boys, that is amazing. Shout out to you, bro. Bloody hell, what in the crumpet are you saying? Michael Bush, you must be I don't know, man. Whenever I start gunning certain groups here, I get a lot of heat for it. Umar versus Batista. It already happened, bro. Umar already won. Finally, I found a football stream. Who do you support? This is what I feel like I need to know. For us to establish a relationship here, I need to know. Finally, I found a football stream. Do you mean football like soccer-wise or American football? Because if it's American football, I'm about to disappoint you. I do support a team, yeah. I do support an American football team, but I don't know any of the players' names. I also support them in spirit. MMA stream where he occasionally talks about football, the real football. Inspector Frankie, you look all right. The badge on your shirt. Yeah, this is another. I like to rep I like to rep Ralph every now and then. John versus Tom. I still think Tom Aspinall would beat him. I think it would be very close though. Just too big. Yushin Nakami and Robert Whitaker. Oh, I see. Oh, so you're a hardcore. What footy team do you support? I support Newcastle United, and I'm very proud of it. Very proud of it now. I was in hiding for like 2 decades, but I'm back. The last 4 years have been glorious. John by eye poke DQ, but then he would get. You mean as in Tom would win it by DQ? I don't think that's. Tom would win by IQ then. Cheddarhead, your boys look like they're making some waves this season. They might actually do something. You're a Green Bay fan, right? As far as I remember. I'm pretty sure you support Green Bay. They look like they're doing all right. You're supporting Manchester United. Yeah. This time Barca, as in you're supporting Barca at the moment. I don't like those. I don't like those legacy teams. They feel a little bit too entitled. You're a Sunderland fan. I'll be real with you, man. I don't hate Sunderland. Is that Sunderland? I think it is. I got nothing against Sunderland, man. This time, Barca's time for champ, boy. Nah, they're not going to win the Champions League. I think it will be PSG or Bayern this year. That's who I'm going with. I'm amazed you know this, bro. Come on, we boys, man. I might come at you a little bit at a time for being a round fucking a beautiful round cunt you are. But I know my boys. Frankie remembers everything. I don't have that big a channel, man. Sunderland till I die. To be fair to you, man, I'm not a Newcastle fan that's ever lived in Newcastle, so I don't have any hatred towards Sunderland whatsoever. In fact, shout out to Sunderland for having such a good season. It's rough coming up the first time and doing what you're doing. So I hope you survive, and I hope you lose to us, obviously, when you play us. But I hope you stay up and stay up well. Be nice to see both of us make Champions League this season. I'd like that. Unlikely to happen though. I support Dortmund. Dortmund's fan base is crazy. I went to a Dortmund game like 7 or 8 years ago. The fucking yellow wall was insane. You guys know how to support your team. It's amazing to hear a Brit speak of anything NFL related. I'm going to rain on your parade a little bit though. I don't like NFL, and I've said this before. It's because of all the breaks, mate. I don't want to watch 4 hours of sport and get about 30 minutes of action. It's upsetting to me. But I do enjoy the sport for what it is. You should stop. Yamar should stop fucking around. Bro, this is why I don't think he's ever going to win a Ballon d'Or. I think he's going to fall into the Mbappe trap. Where he's so gassed off on his own shit right now that I think he's going to end up achieving nothing. Sorry, hang on a second. I just realized I've not been following the chat. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to where we're supposed to be. There we go. Bro, what are you saying I give milk? What are you saying, bro? Thank you, man. Newcastle versus Sunderland will be a tough one, but we have won the past 6 derby. That's why I'm worried, because form goes out the window. The players you have goes out the window. It doesn't matter. On that day, you seem to have the better of us, especially in the Prem. So it's one I'm going to be worried about. Impression of, will Messi play in the 26 World Cup? I think he will, and I think it will be his last one. He can still ball a little bit. I think he'll do it. It'll be his last one. I see Lane agrees with me. Are you having some tea and crumpets, mate? Not right now. It's been a while since I've had a crumpet, actually. Crumpets are amazing. We call crumpets fannies as well. We call women crumpets. That's how much we love them. Okay, a common sense question. Ronaldo or Messi? I've answered this question loads of times in the channel, but I'll answer it again. I think Messi is the natty goat. And by that, I mean, I think he's the most naturally talented player we've ever seen. But I think Ronaldo is the hardest working player we've ever seen, who turned like a lot of talent into greatness, whereas Messi is just effortless greatness, if that makes sense. How you doing, Primevia Learn? What's good, man? Hi, after many days. Welcome back, man. You're the cleanest shave I've ever seen in a while. I've got a secret to tell you, mate. I can't really grow a beard. That's why you don't see that stubble. Your opinion on Muslims? I've got loads of Muslim friends. I have opinions about individuals. Nathan Taylor, until you give me the terms, man, I can't agree to your proposal. I think Lamin's killing his career slowly, becoming money chop like Neymar. Yeah, Suman, I heard, yeah, that he's been asking fans and stuff for money to sign autographs and stuff, which is crazy. Yeah, you don't want it, bruv. I might not want it. You might be 7 foot tall, mate. You can see me, and the fact that you're so confident, obviously I should be wary. I'm not an idiot. Granite has done wonders for us, man. I was very surprised when we signed him. I think he has a really good relationship with your manager. But it was a funny one. He went to he obviously was doing really well at Leverkusen. But it's working out. Regis Lebris or something his name is, right? Doesn't look like a stupid name now. I'm bidding on Mackenzie Dern's fight kit. I don't even want to know what you're gonna do with it. Can I just say stop the boats? You can say whatever the fuck you want, bro. I agree. I don't agree with illegal immigration as well, and yet somehow that could make me racist. I think immigration is absolutely fine. I've got nothing. I've got no problem with it. As I've said a million times, just don't go into someone's country and act like a cunt and try and take all, try and be a burden. That's all I'm saying. Have you seen the Physical Asia in Netflix where Robert Whittaker, Okami, Dun Kim, and Manny Pacquiao playing physically one of the most? I have not seen that. What is that? Give him the old dick twist. He doesn't stand a chance, Frankie. Messi overrated as fuck. He's absolutely not, man. Messi's fucking amazing. What about Zinedine Zidane? Zinedine Zidane is amazing, but he's not one of the goats. Actually, Qatar has been funding these Islamic radicalists to create a civil war in Europe. You think it's that simple? My stream is doing fuckery again. I think someone's messing with me, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm getting fucked with. He headbutted the shit out of that Italian, and he'll be a goat in a different way for that. Apparently, he called his mother a bitch or something. Shout out to you, though, Brand Gaming. You've got gaming in your name. What's your favorite game of all time while we're here? How you doing, W7FTB? Oh, fucking names like this kill me, man. How you doing, bro? Day 6 to watch your live stream. How you doing, MMA Powerhouse? Where are you from, and what's your story? Llama on the Plane. Interesting name. How you doing, bro? It took Francis Ngannou 8 attempts to get across the Mediterranean. Francis Ngannou didn't swim. I don't believe anything that man says. I think he's a bullshitter. I used to take Francis Ngannou's side and all this shit. You have to be a real cunt, yeah, to make Dana White look like a human being. Stream seems fine to me. Okay. Let me know if there's any problems with it, because yesterday I'm worried that this is going to be a consistent problem. The chat is as diverse as England in 2025. Bro, England's been diverse. I moved over there in 1985, and my entire neighborhood was black and Asian. I was the only white person in the crew. Do you know what I mean? Of all time, there's too many. Red Dead and Skyrim is definitely in my top 5. This is going to insult you greatly. You can obviously see I've got quite a few games behind me. I've never played Skyrim. I've never played a Elden Scrolls game. Never. I've never played an Elder Scrolls game in my life. And I'm regretful about that because I've heard they're amazing. Frankie, what is the crest on your chest? So it says Chicago. So I've been buying up like all the Ralph City jerseys, and I'm rocking Chicago tonight. So shout out to Chicago. Do Brits take kids out to trick or treating, or is that no? We take them out too. How many tattoos do you have? It's hard to say, yeah, because it's kind of like one big one. Do you know what I mean? Or 2 big ones technically. I'm just sleeved off, man. Frankie, when I first time see you abusing haters, I think you're just a frustrated college boy. I mean, at heart, I kind of am. Counter-Strike's a great game. Back again to hear some F-bombs. How you doing, Travis Pedro? What's good, man? Wait, what? You should definitely try Skyrim, mate. You'll not regret it. I know they made a remastered version of it recently. I just can't. I don't know, man. I don't have the time to get into a game that deep now. I'm old, man. I miss Strickus as champ. I do as well. We're not going to see a middleweight title defense for another. Well, I'll be amazed if we see one in 2026. How you doing, Pravin? What's good, man? Welcome back to the channel. How much candy did your son get? He didn't go trick or treating this year because we went to that chocolate factory, the Cadbury World in Birmingham. Traffic was a nightmare. It took us 3 hours to get there. It was not great. Have you seen One Man, One Jar before? No, and I hope I never stumble on that shit. You look like a frat bro. I'm 41 years old, man. I'm actually a respectable gentleman, to be fair. I heard that Skyrim game is so addicting. Frankie, don't do it. Um, I would love to get into an addictive game that I waste loads of time on, but I don't have the time these days, man. I wish to see Neymar with the World Cup trophy. He's really struggling now, and it would give him some peace. I think Neymar's done well enough already in life. He has definitely underachieved considering how talented he is, but impression of Frankie evicting a black single mother and her 5 kids out. It's funny, I had an impression that came to mind, but I'm not gonna do it. Who has more facial hair, you or Hasbulla? No score draw. I can draw more I can get more facial hair than Hasbulla. You look like you're in your 30s. I'm 41 years old. Hacking your channel, go for it, smart click. Go for it. I don't make any money from it anyway. So at worst I'd be upset for a few days and then I'd move on with my life. Bro, you don't get any beard. It would literally take me about 3 months, yeah, to grow anything significant. That's just how it be. I'm so tired of feminists, bro. I'm so tired of women, bro. Don't even get me started. Elder Scrolls 6 is round the corner. Well, they announced it 4 years ago, so it should be another 5 years away. They take their time. How you doing, Kush? And Kush, what's good, man? I thought you were 21 years old when I saw you the first. This is why I tell everyone I'm 41 every time I'm on stream, just so I can feel better about my day. Just get a little bit of glazing. I was rewatching Francis versus Tyson Fury. Francis deserves to win. I actually thought Tyson Fury won more rounds, but the fact that it was competitive is an L. It's a big L. Francis definitely beat Fury. I had him winning on rounds, but you didn't really hurt him. He just sort of point fighted his way to victory, which is a disgrace in itself. What's your opinion on Pajits? I don't have negative opinions about. Well, I've had some really out of pocket stuff to say about Indians in the past, but it's more playful stuff. Like figure out what a Q is, stop scamming me, stuff like that. But I've got nothing against Indians in general, and I've never been there. So Lane, Nay ain't playing any World Cup. You don't think he's gonna play? Who does he play for now? I don't even know. UFC 6, GTA 6, Forza Horizon 6 next year is going to be sick. It will. The thing is, yeah, GTA 6, yeah, is going to get played because it has to. Imagine if it's disappointing, though. I'm worried that they pushed it back by almost a year. That's a very bad sign to me. Do you think Messi has one more chance to win the World Cup again? I don't think so. I think Spain are going to do a job. But if Spain don't win it, one of the South American teams will, because it's going to be fucking hot. And Argentina are as good as anyone. Brazil are shit. I'm sorry to say. They're not going to win anything. And my boy Bruno plays for them. I'd love to see them win, but it's not going to happen. Give a shout out to my brother. His name is Aditya. Do it, Frankie. Shout out to Aditya. Who said they were tired of women? Because me too. That's why I'm not a lesbian. Lesbians don't exist. Hello, I'm from Uzbekistan. Nice to meet you, bro. Shout out to Uzbekistan. When's the last time Rockstar's made a bad game? I can't remember either. Nah, they don't. They've been making good games for years. Bully was amazing. Then I should call you uncle instead of bro. I am an unk. GTA 6 is now being rebuilt by AI engineering with more features and maps. I hope that's not true. I've never been to Portugal, but my assistant is Portuguese and she's based as fuck. I don't even know what to say to you, Give Milk. By the way, guys, if you wouldn't mind liking the stream, I always forget to remind. 28 already. Fucking hell, you guys are amazing. Do you smoke? I used to smoke weed, but I quit when I was 24 because I realized that my life was going to amount to nothing. So the day that I finished my masters, I was like, I'm out of this. I got blazed every single day through my every minute of education, pretty much, and then I realized I need to do something. So I think I was 23 when I stopped. It won't be disappointing. Rockstar delivers masterpieces, and I've heard they've spent something like 5 billion on it, and it's crazy. Asking an Irishman if he smokes. I don't smoke here, but I used to drink like a fucking fish, mate. Halloween online party. Word up, Frankie. How you doing, brother? I should be out and about, seeing some like slutty ghosts and slutty maids and stuff like that. But I'm here with you boys, so show some fucking appreciation. If he smoked, he'd look aged in his age, not younger. Cigarettes make you wrinkled and old. That's one of the reasons, yeah. I mean, I only quit smoking cigarettes about I quit smoking cigarettes like 2 weeks into when COVID happened. That's the last time I had a cigarette. God, I miss it. I really do. Yeah, and the thing is, cigarettes are a tough thing to break. I always say that I've had an addictive personality, yeah, but I'm very like goal orientated. So if I manage to get through something for a couple of days, I just keep it going. I have, Ash, I have. How you doing, Wait 25? What's good, man? It's true that the main GTA that was supposed to launch had feature only related to missions, but now they opened and adding features to every house, buildings, and everything. If they pull that off, it's going to be unbelievable. That's why I've never really been a big fan of Cyberpunk, because even though it looks beautiful, you can't really do that much shit there. Yeah, I stopped smoking weed when I was 23, and I'd really like to continue it. I didn't like Red Dead Redemption 2 at all. Looking forward to GTA 6. With Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, I played about 2 hours into it, and then I never played it again. KM28G, welcome to the stream, bro. Thank you very much for turning up. I really appreciate you. It's nice having you pop by. Thank you. Neymar's story is similar to Justin Bieber's. Oh, nobody wants to start their life that way. Are you saying Neymar got nonced? It wouldn't be surprising. I am 22. Give me some advice. I always feel lazy. What are you currently doing at the moment? Are you still in education, or are you? I know they fixed every problem, but it's just not a deep game. Like, you can't go into any building, you can't gamble, you can't go get bitches, you can't do anything. Well, you can get bitches, I've heard, but you can't really do anything in the game. Think about like the old school GTAs, yeah, like from ages ago. You could do all kind of shit. You could go to the gym, you could change your physical appearance like properly. There were so many things you could do in it. You could go play golf, you could go swimming, you could play tennis, you can go play darts in a bar. You can't do any of that shit with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, somebody once described it, yeah, as wide as an ocean but shallow as a pond. Lesbians are just confused ladies until they meet Frankie. I've converted a few in my time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm proud of that. When is the last time you gave an Irish goodbye? Would an Irish goodbye be a headbutt to the face? Cyberpunk is definitely not a GTA killer. Like GTA Vice City but bro, San Andreas had more going on than Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a beautiful game, but it's not like deep in any facet. I replayed Vice City not that long ago. Cyberpunk have most of that shit you mentioned there. Try it now. Does it? It's worth going back to, yeah? But the fact that it took them that long to get up to scratch, in your opinion, which player had the best talent but couldn't become a great player? Abel Tarapt. He played for QPR and a couple of other teams. He was a baller, but he was just dumb, unfortunately. He just didn't know how to rein himself in. It's not a GTA killer. It's definitely not. My favorite GTA was probably San Andreas, Vice City is amazing as well. I think they need to remake Vice City. Saints Row was my shit too. Saints Row is a good game. What was your master's in? My master's was in English literature and educational studies. Wow, it's nice and early Northwest. What's the weather like over there? Brother, Indian timeline is bullshit. It's 2:59 a.m. here. Can you please come on earlier? I would love to, man, but I've got like a life. I don't do this professionally. What's your thoughts on Pereira versus Jones at the White House? Who's going to win? I would give John Jones the edge just because he's a more well-rounded fighter, but he's aging. He hasn't been in the ring for a while. Alex is improving every time he gets in there. It wouldn't surprise me if I would love to see Alex Pereira knock his head off, but As of what I know right now, I would have to go with John Jones. I would have to go with John Jones. GTA 6 takes place in Vice City, I thought. I don't think it does. I might be wrong, though. The Warriors PS2 game was one of the best games ever and is the best film ever. Hold that thought. I couldn't agree with you more. Amazing game. Very underrated game, and the film was unbelievable as well. China is now challenging the West in AAA games. I'm also going to be honest with you. I still haven't played Wukong either. I've got a digital copy of it, and I've got 2 physical copies of it, and I still haven't played it. How you doing, Jackson Valentine? The Warriors was cool. Are you an officer? No, I'm a professor. John Jones is the GOAT. I'm willing to say that. I'm not willing to say the real thing. Would you let John Jones bum you for $500,000? I wouldn't let anyone bum me for any amount of money. But I'm not broke and desperate, so who knows? Warriors PS2 is top 5 of all time. I know I'm a fucking legend, bro. This is how you know to come back here. Because you know to get down, bro. The game's amazing. It was it's the Warriors on PlayStation 2. This game is so good, I made sure I kept a physical copy. It's not sealed or anything, but in Scandinavia, we call it headbutt a Danish skull. Have no idea why. That's a weird one. You should have added some Viking shit to that. Made it sound more goated. Fingers, you should do some stealth camping, but bring a TV and PlayStation and a power pack and stream that shit. You should, man. That would be amazing. Fight Night Boxing was my favorite to play with the boys. I've never played Fight Night Boxing. Warriors, are you a police? I'm not a police officer. No, I'm a professor. Is UK fucked up? No, I mean it's very expensive. There's a lot of people talking shit about like immigration and stuff. I don't care because I live in the suburbs and it doesn't really affect me. God of War, yeah. The thing is, the latest God of Wars, they are good games, but I feel like I'm a passenger for most of them. I just told you I'm not a police officer, Marley. I swear I'm not. He's on to me. Specifications required to run Warriors. You don't need any specifications, bro. You could play that on a 1996 PC, mate. Who is the best boobs in the UFC? Do a tier list. Man, I haven't really thought about it. You're from Sheffield. Get the fuck out of here. Really? I get really chuffed when people from England turn up. It's amazing. Over 2,000 pies are sold at every Arsenal game. That surprises me. I do love a good match pie, though. Thoughts on milk? Makes you fat, but I can't stay away from it. Sorry, I put that up. You said no literally after you said it. I didn't hear it. No problem, Marley. Yeah, I'm not a cop. I'm a professor. I would definitely knock the fuck out of Ilya Tapuria, brother. I think you should try. I think you should give it a go. Frankie streams so much this week. We ain't talking races and women anymore. We're talking gaming. I know it's beautiful, isn't it? I love when things go like this. Going to watch the gameplay first. It's the thing is that the graphics don't look amazing, but I promise you, yeah, it's a really good game. Where are you from, Doncaster? No, I'm Irish here, but I grew up in Southwest London. I'd get robbed by the homeless tweakers. Imagine the content though. You're not thinking about us, smelly fingers. You're being selfish right now. You're being very selfish. Is it the shirt? Is that why I look like a cop tonight? This looks like a police badge. I think that's why you're getting confused. Listen, yeah, police here, they don't have the badge on their shirt like this. It's an actual badge. It's not like stitching. Manhunt is an underrated game as well. The thing is, what you need to do, boys, let me see where is it? Hang on a sec. Oh, give me a second, yeah. Everyone always says my background is fake. What you need to do, if you like old school games here, get yourself one of these bad boys. Let me see if I can. It's called a Retroid Pocket 5. And basically, you can put everything up to like PS3 on this thing. You stick in a little memory card, and yeah, you can pretty much put any emulator on there. If you're an old school like gamer, you like gamers, games up to the 2000s, basically, you can stick anything on that bitch. Nah, you look like an average teenager. I'll take that, man. I'll take that. I'm from Coney Island. Playing the Warriors 2 player with my Latin King homies hits different 100%. That's when things used to be amazing. You look like the cop who is in charge of the George Floyd case. What do you mean in charge? You mean pulled up and killed him? That's a really deep thing to say. I swear that guy was fat and had like a beard. I'm neither of those things. I'm young and beautiful. Is McGregor ever fighting again in his life, or is he just finished? He's my favorite UFC fighter. I want to see him in the octagon one last time. He seems to be cleaning his act up. Have you noticed when he does interviews and stuff lately, he actually sounds like he's coherent and he knows what's going on. We might actually see it. For the first time ever, yeah, after seeing him, yeah, he might actually have a chance of coming back. White House would be amazing, but the question is, who does he fight? I suppose it's got to be Michael Chandler, and I actually think he would beat that little goblin. Do you know where Aston is? Kind of. I mean, I couldn't put it on a map. I don't know where Aston is. I'm trying to think. Okay, choose your side, McGregor or Aspinall. I don't even like Aspinall like that. I think he's a decent fighter, but I think he's a bit of a wet wipe. And McGregor is a clown, but I do want to see. It would be amazing if he made a comeback. He's starting to talk like himself a little bit more. Yeah, Marley, I don't know where Aston is. I was thinking about it, but I don't. I'm assuming it's in like Middle England. I want to go to Coney just to see Wonder Wheel and then leave. Sounds like a good use of time. How's Kent treating you at the moment, by the way, bro? Conor ain't fighting ever again. Neither is Jones. Don't get your hopes up. I don't care if either of them fight. I really don't. I said years ago that Conor would never fight again. And I used to be the biggest Conor nut rider in existence. But you lost me, man. You lost me. If I ever become rich, I'd do it. It would happen. It can happen for you, man. Money isn't everything, but I used to be fucking broke, and I'm doing all right now. Conor lost his mind, bro. Mrs. Prime and focused version. I think the truest thing he ever said recently was that the pressure of being like a personality and stuff got to him, and I think it did. But let's be honest, yeah. Let's be honest. If we had Conor McGregor's money, we'd be doing the exact same thing. Bring back Butterbean. Butterbean was an absolute fucking monster. Holy shit. Do you remember when he beat up when they had that WWE wrestling thing and he fucked up Bart Gunn? Does anyone remember that? Holy shit. Butterbean did not fuck around. Who's your pick on JDM and Islam, brother? I'm going with JDM, but I'm concerned. If you ask me honestly, if I had my last dollar or whatever, and you said I'd put it on Islam. But I've been saying JDM now for months, so I'm gonna stick to it. Welcome back, Shama. Yeah, I feel a fool for even having hopes he returns, and that was years ago. Yeah, James is heartbroken, but the thing is, if it was old McGregor coming back, I'd be happy. But that old McGregor's dead, man. Butterbean was good. Butterbean wasn't just good yet. Butterbean had clean hands, yeah, but he was a battering ram. Didn't Mike Tyson KO Butterbean? I don't think he did. I don't think they fought. Butterbean was a fucking monster. He looked like a fat sack of shit, yeah? But that was part of what reeled you in. You looked at him and thought, look at this pudding, ha ha ha, and he just fucking laid someone out. But I mean, if Mike Tyson did, it's Mike Tyson. I'm a drug addict. What are you addicted to? Out of curiosity. You don't have to answer that. I wouldn't cheat on my wife. Bro. He's 4 kids. What a shame. Oh, right. That's not his wife, though. And to be fair, yeah, she seems to be perfectly fine with it. I mean, it's not like it's a secret. Boys' night out versus movie night out with the missus. Let's not be silly now, Anders. Boys' night out, obviously. There are no simps in this chat. This ain't Clown Show. Frankie, what's the most expensive thing you own? Home, car, the ex-wife aside. I just spent almost $7,000 on a PC. Maybe that counts. but those things depreciate. Everyone in Aston is a drug addict. I am not. I am. uh, how are you doing, Shaheen Aziz? What's going on, man? He's carrying 400 pounds all day. Everyone imagine that. But the thing is that he carries it well. The last time I saw him, though, he was pretty fucked up. Islam looks huge. He's going to destroy JDM. To be honest, yeah, that's what's making me doubt. He looks thick. South Asians love this live. I don't think they do. Oh, Butterbean got offered Tyson, but he turned it down. Smart man, yeah. He's a fat sack of shit, and he's smart. Yeah, that was unnecessary. I don't really I've decided just to end things with Clown Show. He doesn't really want anything. So Clown Show, I'm sorry. I'm really scared. You're the man. You're not a simp. You're the goat. Blah blah blah. I'm sorry. You can let go of my I can just give me my pocket back and we'll call it quits. I think the US's domination has come to an end. The US hasn't dominated MMA for a long time. A long time. When's the last time we had like a truly American champion? We had like Aljamain Sterling, I guess. Who else did we have? It's been a while, you know. We don't even have American top contenders already now. It's sad. How are we doing? Clover, what's good, man? Welcome back. Westy, top mod in the game. Matty's fingers is hovering on the ban button. I respect it. Yeah, if you say you're 12 years old, you've got to go over to, like I said, this ain't Rigo's stream. Bye-bye. Islam said he was only fighting at 60, 70% of lightweight because of the weight cut. But that's his own fucking fault. And again, it's more excuses. He could go up to welterweight and be an absolute monster. I'm going to say, I'm very tempted to flip my pick here and say that Islam wins. I'm starting to feel a little bit. John Jones is American, but he's a cheater though, isn't it? And he's scum. And he's not a champion. And he's retired. If Islam wins, he's going to be the GOAT in the GOAT list for my book. I don't hate that. If he beats JDM, he's definitely on GOAT. He's definitely in the top 5. I was 12 once. So was I, man. I miss being 12. I had the whole world in front of me. I keep forgetting it's Dober. I keep calling him I Love Milk or whatever he's calling himself these days. I haven't seen y'all since Wednesday. I might subscribe to you, partner. Do what you feel is right, sir. Like I said, the channel was doing really well. Am I the only Michael Morales fan? I think he's all right. I think he might have trouble in his next fight though. Yeah, man, being 12 was amazing. I miss being young in general. Bro, Antec, take it easy, bro. Have a good one. You and I have definitely got to meet up for a pint at some point. We've got to get that done. What's your political view on the future? Because America is losing power day by day. Which countries do you think will rule after the US? China. I'm going with the Chinese, man. China's been setting stuff up for ages. Their soft politics is amazing. They're building infrastructures all over the world. They are ready to take over in about 10 years. Jones is such a dirty fighter, bro. DC is way better. DC is a very underrated fighter. He's deep into my top 10 for sure. I have him like 8th or something like that. I think he's really underrated. That's it. He's fighting Sean Brady. I think Sean Brady's going to beat him. Last bowel movement. Fucking, I'll say yesterday, I mean, I didn't give a specific time. Clover, I appreciate that, man. The fact that you've been coming back so often, I really appreciate that. I do. And you bring good banter as well, so you're always welcome here. Based Clover, indeed. Smelly fingers, can I say, yeah? It's really amazing to have you back in the channel as well. I've got to say, I really appreciate that. Because it's been a while since you've been back, and I like having you here. It's good stuff. I finally got my parlay locked in for tomorrow. What fighter in the UFC do you think you could last the longest against? Wow. Someone really fat. A heavyweight I could just get away from because I'm quite quick. You know you're old when you sneeze and you do your back in, or lift the kettle and do your shoulder in, mate. I've been there. You know when you see like an extra long set of stairs and you're like, fuck me. Where did you get that propaganda from? Not even the Chinese want to live in China. I lived for 7 years there, bro. I've got Chinese kids. I know what China's on. There's no propaganda about it. If you don't know what China's on, bro, and Chinese do want to live in China. They're very, very proud of their shit. Tyler Betts, how you doing? Rhonda ain't shit and never was shit. I'm amazed it's taken this long for the masses to turn on her because she's been a delusional fucked hard for ages. She got that white woman privilege for as long as she could ride it. There's no China glazing, man. I'm just saying, yeah, you heard it here first. China will have about 5 years in the sunshine, yeah, and then AI is just going to wipe us all out. You heard it here first. How long would you last in a triangle against Dumont? By last, what are you suggesting? Yeah, going to sleep and waking up with a bad back is hurtful. It really is. Trust me, I know what China are on. Not in the AM. How you doing? The only reason we see China outside of China is so they can spy. Bro, and their hacking game is on point. They've got the best hackers in the world. Them and Russia. They're on smoke. I'm telling you. You're not living there. The area live is full of Dalu Rens who leave because they say the wrong thing and they will disappear. It's not like that in China, bro. China is fucking like during when lockdowns were going on during that virus of specified origins, it was you see how fucking serious they are. They lock shit down like nobody. But whoa, turned around and looked at my phone and I saw the FNF. Yeah, no, occasionally my son runs into the room, so I'll quickly turn the camera off. Got any bets on this card? I've got one parlay on. Who wants to hear the parlay? Who gives a fuck? Who wants to hear your boy's parlay? Hang on a sec. Let me just turn my VPN off for a second. I'll give all you hackers, you've got an opening right now. All right, my parlay is Norma Dumont, Dante Johnson. I don't know what the fuck Dumas is still doing in the UFC. Isaac Dolgarian, I think he's pretty good. Then I've got Cortez Acosta and Deliha to start round 2. And then I've got Steve Garcia. Chinese people don't eat dogs. That's the Vietnamese. Don't be racist. Wow, the live stream is worth watching. I love it. It's just a fucking imbecile rambling, mate. Did the CCP pay you to push propaganda like that, mate? Who is fluent in Mandarin? I only know the bad words in Chinese, to be fair. So yeah, that's my parlay for this for this card. I'm never confident when I do parlays, but it is what it is. US spread COVID, not China. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? It was a good experiment. They're waiting to hit us with the big shit. They consider him a competitor because he's growing fast. Who's this? I missed the original comment to that. How you doing, Holland Dan Sock? What is good, my brother? An OG in the building. How you doing, man? How are you doing? We're doing really well with the likes right now. We're at 40, which is insane. This is how you know I'm getting greedy here. I used to get like 10 likes and I'd be quiet. I'd be quietly just happy. Now I'm like 40? What the fuck? Frankie, don't lie to me. Chinese definitely eat dogs. They don't, bro. They eat some other wacky shit. You know, they eat like scorpions and shit like that in some places, but China's big, man. China's really big. Actually, in the US now is now fully dependent on immigrants, especially Indians. Bill Gates stated that if they stop hiring Indians, they will be doomed. Facts. Do the Chinese have that 100-year-old egg boiled in piss? Do you mean tea eggs? I think that's a Japanese thing, bro. I'm waiting for a zombie apocalypse, like some 28 days shit to happen. The world needs a reset. It does, man. It does. We you know, humankind was a good experiment. You know, we had a good run. It's time for it to be over. Correlation between people who don't live in China pushing proper. I've got no reason to push propaganda. I just moved there. I live there and I know what they're on. They don't fuck around. They do not fuck around. I haven't worn a costume in ages, man. I just don't do that shit. Is anybody actually going to go to a Halloween party tonight and represent the boys? Chinese eat everything except human. Well, I heard the human thing happened back in the day as well. They went through a rough time. I foresee where America was the rulers make a small Chinatown-like destination called America Town. That's like 50 years away if we make it that far. Tone K was mad at me when I said DJ was the GOAT. He kept saying Khabib is the GOAT. And I was like, geez, whatever, man. We had like a GOAT debate yesterday. We did a poll and DJ ended up winning it by the narrowest of margins. He just beat out some other cunt in the poll. No, there's a place that has eggs. I've never heard of this. Favorite milk temperature? Go with really cold, I guess. I don't know about exact temperature, but not me. In Portugal, we don't really do Halloween stuff, but I do celebrate it. We're the only fucking. But wouldn't -25 just be an ice block? I'm 3 nanoseconds old. Groomy, fucking hell. Oh my god, I can't take this anymore. How you doing, Chris Cushman? What's good, man? God bless America. Indeed. People talk shit about America until they actually go there, and then they realize how awesome it is. I'm in real Halloween here. One bong hit away till I pass out. Shout out to you at BN. I tried to get my hands on a dealer, couldn't find one. I really am fucked, man. I really am an old narc now. I tried to go up to some kids who were smoking outside my house, and they started acting all fucking jittery, like I was about to arrest them. Jackie Chan is the one and only, bro. I think he's from Hong Kong. Brother, I've worked with Indians, and you can't compete with them. Whether in Europe or the US, their government may struggle to retain those talents, but they have the potential to beat China. I would say the same about the Chinese, though, man. I don't think Indians are necessarily known for being that hardworking, unless they're working those scam calls. Do you know what I mean? What round would Hamzat beat that wop Aspinall? He's not a wop, man. He's Polish. If anything, he's like a kike or like a not a kike. What's a derogatory word for a Polish person? Guys, it's not even December. My neighbors already have Christmas stuff set up. It gets earlier and earlier every year. Citrus woohoo. These casuals tripping on Tom, dude. Lecture you for what he's done wrong, and then we can stomp you. Tom Aspinall's got a lot to prove when he comes out in the next fight, and I think he will. Shoreline Shaman, Frankie, this is my YouTube channel, my ninja. How you doing, Shoreline Shaman? Shoreline Shaman, what is your YouTube channel about, out of curiosity? I will subscribe to you and check out your videos. Hang on a second. I will do that right now. If any of you have YouTube channels in here and you want to give yourself a shout out, now's the time. In fact, you can do it anytime, really. Give me a second. Where are you? 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 Let's go. Let's go. Go to channel. Shoreline Shaman. All right, let's give our boy a shout out. He's got 7 subscribers right now. Let's give the guy at least 25. Come on, boys. Support some up and coming creators. Any thoughts on Portugal? Got curious. I've never been there, but it's one of the places that I really do want to visit. I've got I told you, yeah, my assistant is Portuguese and she's unbelievably based. Shoreline Shaman is dope. Matua, shout out to you, bro. Were you on Giuliano's channel earlier? My account is a YouTube channel. Shout me out. Euro, my guy. Hang on a second. I did not notice. I might actually Euro. I might be subscribed to you or whatever, but show Euro the same love as well. I'm telling you now, yeah. I'm gonna subscribe to you as well. You don't know yet how hard it is to start out in YouTube. You get ignored a lot. Nobody comes into your channel for like the first year. It's hard stuff, man. How do I quit smoking? Advice. All right, Sarah Byrne. What you do, yeah. Wait for your next cold to hit, and then just go cold turkey. When you get a cold, because it's hard to smoke through a cold, get through a couple days, and then use it as a platform to keep going. That's my advice. Because smoking is hard to quit. I'll be honest. But you need a platform. So wait until you're a little bit under the weather, and then use that as a way to, Northwest, do you bro, Silicon Valley isn't run by Americans anymore. Indians are running it. I'm a computer science engineer and I've worked with both Chinese and Indians, but the Chinese abroad are nowhere close. I beg to differ, bro. I beg to differ. The Indians are kind of like crabs, to be honest. The Indians are like crabs. They're too busy stomping all over each other to get ahead in life, and that's the problem. If you can't queue, motherfucker, you're not taking over society. Sorry, that came from a dark place. Go to Ento Cemento when you get the chance. It's in the Saratem, and it's where I'm from. Really good place though. Shout out to you. Bro, I'm definitely coming over to Portugal. Because I could do Portugal on a weekend, no problem. No problem. Do you do martial arts? DM edits. I'm glad you asked. No, I don't. No, I don't. I used to do a little bit of judo and a little bit of wrestling when I was young, but I don't fuck with it anymore because I'm old. How you doing, Takeshi? What's good, my Japanese brother? Tell me how Indian people are not crabs. Give me a good case to tell me I'm wrong. And I don't even mean that in an insulting way. I've got loads of Indian friends here, but there's no unity. There's no unity amongst the Indian people. No teamwork unless they're playing cricket. Quit smoking by thinking how gay it is and always need something in your mouth to suck on. James Dillon, that's really good advice. But for some people, it's a way of getting out those hidden insecurities or those hidden, you know, those hidden in the closet moments. Are you doing anything to celebrate Halloween, Frankie? I went out with my son today. We went to Cadbury World, which is in Birmingham, the UK. And it was all right. It was decent. We had a good time. We did some stuff with some chocolate. Old, you don't look a day over 47. Thank you, Checkfold. I'm 41, so that's not that bad. I'll take that. I'm starting up boxing and BJJ again in 3 weeks when I'm done with my current job. I think everyone should do some form of martial art. We'll be glad to have you here from a fellow Portuguese. Clover, I appreciate that, man. Portugal sounds amazing. I've been to Spanish. I've been to Spain a lot of times. I was there last summer. I went to Madrid and Barcelona. But I've heard Portugal's way better. Allegedly, deodorant haven't found in India. What about that? I saw a funny short about that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hang on a second. Playlists. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on a second. Yeah, it's this one. I knew that somebody was going to do me proud of this. Hang on. Let me just let me quickly throw this up. Hang on a second. Just so you know, I'm not being fucking... And this is AI that came up with this. So check this out.
Dad, I started wearing deodorant.
No son of mine will wear deodorant. Get out of my house. Got back home early from deployment to surprise my wife. Let's see what she's up to.
She's all yours, little bro.
What the hell, Tyrone, Jamal, and Trayvon? So what kind of car were you
What the hell, you know? That's what AI thinks of white people. What the hell?
interested in today?
A Hellcat Charger. You know what's up?
Actually, it looks like you qualify for absolutely nothing. Your credit score is just watermelon and chicken.
I wish.
That's not funny. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted for a moment. Oh my God, when I was a bartender, I had to back out Indian security guard at our club. There was an Indian security guard. Fucking hell. You mentioned before that you never done drugs except weed. Is it self-discipline or just not that the reason I've never done it is because well, I grew up in a subculture where doing that kind of stuff was like, I don't know, it was very much we were scared out of it. What about Perplexity AI? What about it, sir? Every company CEO is Indian, guys. No, that's untrue. Have you ever been bouldering? The fuck is bouldering? You've got my curiosity now. What do you mean by bouldering? Oh, rock climbing. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. I mean, my core strength is pretty decent, but I don't know. This guy's work like hell, man. What an effort. Are you talking about me? Everyone should have scary profile pictures. I should really change mine, but I don't really know how to. I wouldn't know how to change it. AI girlfriends nowadays, this world is more mental than I am. Have you met women though, bro? This isn't that surprising. I'm surprised we didn't get rid of women ages ago. I might come back later or someday. I'm going to see other lives. See you, lads. Clover, thanks for stopping by, man. Shout out to you. Frank, I found a good one. You got to put it up, but it's in your Discord. I just send it. Is rock climbing based? Hang on a sec. Let me go into Discord. Crystal, give me a second because I can't seem to open Discord on my laptop. It's fun when you don't hurt yourself. I imagine though that must happen a lot. That looks like a thing for pros. Have you ever ridden a Sibian? In what sense? Do chickens see KFCs as graveyards? That's a very that's a deep question you're asking there. Rock climbing is terrifying. It is, man. It really is. What did India give to this world? A lot of things. I mean, don't ask me to name them, but they've given something to this world. I mean, they're a big fucking country, man. Like food and culture would probably be the first thing I'd think of. Hi, can you Drew Jeffy, please? Jeffy is the main. I only speak English, sir. It's a sex toy. Damn it. I'm so glad, yeah, that I typed that in and no sex toys came up, because that would have been... My search history is already fucked up because of you guys. Where you from, bro? I'm from Ireland, but I grew up in Southwest London, so I'm very confused. Curry. Curry's one. Let's give it curry. The eyebrows tell me you know what it is. I forget, yeah, sometimes that I'm on camera. I swear to God, I don't know what bouldering is. I really don't. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me, a sinner. Shout out to you, bro. What sins have you done lately? And let's talk about them. This can be your therapy. This can be your way of getting it out. They're small as fuck with the same population as China. India does have the biggest population in the world, right? I don't imagine China's that far behind. Billions of you motherfuckers. Indians do my tax returns. Oh, so that will work. They are confused. Hang on a second. I'm going to say goodnight to my son. Give me a sec. Good night. Oh, you're wearing a duck. Wow. What is this called?
It's for heart.
It's for your heart. What do you call it? A stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
Yeah, do you remember? This jacket looks really good. Is this your outfit for Halloween? You're dressing up as a doctor.
Hey, Daddy.
All right, say goodnight. All right, I love you.
And a hug.
And a hug. I got you.
Daddy, good night.
Good night, son. I'll see you in the morning. Ice skating in the morning, yeah?
Okay.
Good lad. Shoreline shot. Good night. Hey, Shoreline. Sorry, bro. India hold more scammers than China. No, China used to have the gold medal in scamming, but they've moved on to other endeavors now. Let's go invention for invention. 1 billion people and no inventions. Lol. They need to move places with European university to evolve and get an above 80 IQ. I don't think you can evolve an IQ. I think you're stuck with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, you married me. I thought you were 20. I've got a 21-year-old daughter, bro. What's your stance on immigration over there, bro? I'm fine as long as it's legal and it brings something to society. I'm not as keen on it when people come in and then take a shit all over the country, which is what anyone should have as an opinion of their own country. If you come in and you take the piss, yeah. I thought you were talking to Argenti. Yeah, so when it's illegal and you come in and commit crime and stuff, get the fuck out. But if you're coming in and bringing something to society and you're not taking over areas and imposing your way of life on people, do your thing. Hey, bro, how's your day? I came to your live again as yesterday. Thank you coming back, Clips, for you. This isn't even the second time you've come. I think this is the third. Yeah, man, you're born an idiot. And you can kind of, you know, you can gain knowledge and become more, you can adjust, but you can't, your critical thinking can never change. Frankie, what's the best time to be alive in history? 1980s, bro. I mean, you know. I mean, I answered that a little bit too quickly. It's hard, man. I would have loved to have been born a couple 100 years ago, you know, when things are a little bit more based. But then, you know, people were dying at like 30 and stuff. So imagine Irish people were around 2 billion and everyone absolutely, you would hate them too. You reckon that's true? You reckon it's just because there's too many of you? I mean, you could be right. We need them festive profile pictures. Yeah. I'll try and change mine later. Mahal Narang, how you doing, bro? You look too young, bro. Good for you. Yeah, man, I got 3 kids. I've got I've got a 17-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So, you know, my balls are still working real well. People say I look young, but that's just the half of it, mate. My sperm is brutally ruthless. Is it true that becoming a father is the best feeling ever? Adolfo, it's the best 3 moments of my life were when I had my 3 kids. 100%. Hole in Dan Sock disagrees though. Hole in Dan Sock, you're telling me you didn't feel differently when you saw your children for the first time? Because I definitely did. Liverpool is so poor. Liverpool's a nice city, man, but they're a shit football team right now, which I'm delighted about. As a Newcastle fan, fuck them. I think brilliance can be instilled. Dumb people raise dumb children. I agree with that. How many wives? Itch nay on the wives nay, yeah? I can't trust women, guys. What kind of world we live in, damn it. Yeah, I hate women, but I love what they've got between their legs. I don't know why I said beneath. That sounded well gay. Because balls hang, pussies don't. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you stay in India then? Wow, Jesus Christ. I think Indians tend to prefer to be outside of India. But I've heard India's, again, we've had this conversation so many times on this channel. From what I've gathered from the way people feel of India, yeah, who don't live there, who go there, you either love it or hate it. There's no in between. Same, Frankie, my boys are my world. That's what I'm saying, Toke. I mean, I've got many children. I can't disclose how many right now because I don't want to get in trouble. But I've felt happy every single time. How old are you? I'm 41. Haven't seen my kid in 13 years, dude. I'm dead inside. I've got a kid that's 17 that I've never seen. Well, I've seen him like a couple times, but his mother was an absolute twat. So you are so chill, man. I love it. I will be there forever. I appreciate that, man. I just I like people to be able to come here and just talk about whatever they want to talk about. Hey from Israel, how you doing, Chen Lerman? Shout out to you, bruv. Greeks did more. Most things of yours claim they were before, but more civilized in the past. Nah, the Greeks were on a lot of stuff early. Democracy, sodomy. They were initiators of a lot of things. Jesus loves you and forgives your sins. How do you know I've sinned? How do you know? Norma Dumont has a dump truck ass. I mean, Gary Coleman's in here talking mad sense. How do you feel as a father when you're speaking to Argenti, aka Slow Tito Ortiz? I was speaking about Argenti yesterday, and I think we figured it out. He's like the smartest dumb person that I've ever encountered on this platform, and I don't even mean that as a diss. Because he is a knowledgeable person who is somewhat he's smart, but he has really harebrained moments that are hard to explain. Sorry, Frank, about the 17-year-old. I hope you get in touch with him when you can. I'll be honest with you, holding Dan Sock, it's over, mate. That's just a random dude to me now. Love doesn't just come from having your blood in with someone. Do you know what I mean? It has to be fostered and grown from the beginning. I'm perfectly fine with it, to be honest. If he comes back here, if he comes and hollers at me, of course I'm going to show him some love and get to know him, but I'm not having sleepless nights about it. Fuck that. Riz face is here. Let's go, man. Where is your hair, bro? It's clinging on for dear life, sir. Favorite Portuguese dessert? I don't think I know any Portuguese desserts. Can you name some? Maybe I can give you a more solid answer. Made the mistake of trying to talk to Argenti on the phone. That shit. Yeah, he can go on. A lot of people blamed me, for that live stream rant. I didn't realize it was 3 hours into an argument. But it was the same with me when I was on the phone with him the other night. I literally got off the phone with you, Westy. And then I was like, right, fuck it, I'm going to bed now. Then Argenti starts calling me. And I literally said to him, can I talk to you in the morning? An hour and 40 minutes later was when that ended. Hey, Frank, I hear you. When a woman warps them, it's devastating. And he is a proper simp for his mum. It's disgusting. I love my son to death, but I never felt that overwhelming thing when he was born that everybody talks about. Everyone's different, I guess. But for me, it was like life changing. Have you ever ate a Latino's bum? No, I've never eaten any arse, mate. That number 0 and pi's value, geometry and algebra, quadratic equations. Bruv, you misspelled quadratic equation. No, sorry, you misspelled geometry, not quadratic equation. I'm praying for you, whole bro. That hairline still has a solid decade, Frank. It has more than that, bro, because I'm going to be off to Turkey. Don't get it twisted. Maverick, what do you mean by Frank Mod when? Suman, is my Uber... Oh, that's cold. Can fish swim in gasoline because it is a liquid? I'm going to say probably not. Weston does have mad patience. Hole in Dan's sock is on one tonight. Anyway, does anyone have like some Halloween plans they're up for? Is someone going to... How you doing, Tinos? What's good, man? Shout out to my fucking Greek homie up in here. I realized one of the other Greek homies came up and I got distracted saying something up and didn't say hi back. So if you're still here, shout out to you as well. Shout out to Greece. Who doesn't eat arse in 2025? A lot of people, bro. I'm not saying mistakes haven't happened. I've said this multiple times on my stream. When you go scuba diving, you're going to occasionally end up in some bog. It happens. Brother, I am not an Indian. I'm from Spain. Where in Spain are you from, Simon? Spain's an amazing country. My guy, Tinos, how's it going, bro? Are you looking forward to this weekend? How are you doing, Fraggle Fart Gaming? Is that a YouTube channel by any chance? And what's your favorite game of all time? Turkey is an amazing country. I've been there last summer. I only went there for a couple days, but sooner or later, I'm going to have this hair fixed because it's fine now. It's clinging on for dear life, but I've never eaten ass, man. That's not my flavor. I do love pussy though. There's nothing worse in this world than when a pussy is unhygienic. Yeah, I'm back. Don't worry. Hopefully my channel isn't gonna fuck up today because last night was devastating. I was gutted. You have a YouTube channel. Hang on a second. Fraggle Fart Gaming. Give me a second, bro. Fraggle Fart Gaming. Let's check you out. Fraggle Fart Gaming has more subs than me, so don't sub to him because I'm jealous. I'm joking. Hang on a second. Shout out to Fraggle Fart Gaming. I'll check out your videos as well, bro. Now your hair is calm, just about. Bro, I'm farting. Fair play, man. If you check it out, you'll see. I've checked it out, and your boy is subbed. So shout out to you. Is that a Cuban flag? How you do? No, it's not Cuban. Is it? Paraguay? How you doing, Angel Rivera? How you doing, man? What are you doing for this Halloween? And do you give a shit? Because now that everyone's talking about their Halloween plans, I'm starting to feel very like I've missed an opportunity here. But I live in a shitty small town. There's nothing really to do around here. I'll be honest. I've never called it scuba diving before. I'm laughing so hard I can barely... It is what it is, though, isn't it? I don't know when I started calling it that. The first time I made a woman squirt, was scuba diving. It went right over my head. Like, luckily, I was just like, I just clicked the button and I went to move down and get something. And it just went waterfall just right over my head. It was amazing. And it was especially funny, because the woman that I did it with, she was so confused. It had never happened to her before. And she looked really embarrassed, like she didn't know what happened. It was glorious. Hairline is doing better than mine, frankly, Frank. It's all right, man. It's all good. Like I said, man, at my age, I'll count my blessings that I've even got hair at all. There's a guy who drinks vodka and ice skates using a chain score. No excuses to be bored. Exactly, man. There's so many things you can do in this world. Man, I can't wait for JDM Islam. I'm getting less excited by the day because I'm starting to feel like Islam might win. And I'm not hating, but my plan is eating some pussy while being a ghost. Hopefully she is clean shaved. If you don't eat pussy in this modern day and age, there's something wrong with you. Thank you for the sub. I tend to only do video shorts for my kids. Fair play, man. I'll be excited to shout out. I do love gaming channels, and I'm obviously a fan of games myself. So I'll definitely give it a shout. Is it cheating if you get a rub and tug at a massage parlor? It is kind of their service. Nah, I don't reckon so. I don't think it's possible to be a man and cheat. I'm going to be honest. Wow, you were so far too fast. I want to be like you. You don't want to be like me. Are all those Xbox discs behind you? Nice. Like I do have Xbox games, but it's mostly like Switch, 3DS, N64, SNES, that kind of shit. Dreamcast, PS Vita. I got all the shit. Yeah, I got Islam too, but I'm sure it'll be a close one. It will be a close one. It should be an amazing fight. Uada has Beulah of MMA YouTube. Yeah, I need to get the bit. So I'm gonna have to make a decision when I go to Turkey. Yeah, it's gonna have to be get the hair up here fixed, or get myself a Steve Austin. Or maybe I could get both and see where it goes. I don't think you can be a man and cheat. I'm gonna be real. Because we don't feel things really when we can smash and not feel anything. Do you know what I mean? No emotional investment. Whereas for women, it's very different. They're evil. They have many evil feelings. Have you ever put in ladies' ass? I tried it a couple times. I've got to be honest, it's not for me. I've done it twice. Islam or Ilya? Ilya Tapuria. Ilya Tapuria if it happens at 155. Islam if it happens at 170. That's as much as on the fence I can sit on. Will you be here on live tomorrow? I've actually been invited to do a watch along with Musical, Brutally, and a couple of other people. So I'm hopefully going to be doing that. But I'm finding out tomorrow whether I'm going to London or not. I'm hoping not, yeah, because I'd like to jump on for that because I think it will be fun. It's going to be a shit card, yeah, but we're going to make it fun. Bro, stop hating Indians. It's Indians. We are humans, not monsters. I've got nothing against Indians. Smash, like pound away. Lasses make me feel paranoid. In what way, bro? It's not their fault that they're born evil. Hayden McGilligan, how you doing, brother? What is good in the hood? Good to have you back. I'm looking forward to doing that live stream with you. I'm thinking we go ahead for Sunday, yeah? Frankie, which sports do you practice? At the moment, yeah, the only thing I really do, I play badminton sometimes and football, or soccer as some of you like to call it. It's probably going to be an awesome card. It probably will because it's so disappointingly bad on paper that it has to be good. Give some advice for someone who's 20 and still a virgin. Am I done? Of course you're not done, bro. You're a late bloomer. There is somebody out there for everyone. Just don't put any pressure on yourself. When it comes, it comes. Honestly, it's not that big a deal. British Dave Franco. Is that a good thing? I'm not sure. Is that good? I don't like pulling out because it's effort, but I have to because I don't want kids. Well, there's many creative things you can do when you pull out to make it more interesting. I prefer to put one right on the face than in the mouth, personally. Soccer is good. You would agree with me that badminton is kind of gay. Badminton is kind of gay, but I'll tell you something, yeah, it's good for cardio. Yeah, Hayden, we'll do Sunday. I'm thinking about 8:30. Hit me up on Twitter though, and we'll sort something out. I need to make sure. I might just do questions off the cuff and just see how things go. But we'll see. How you doing, Ron and Lock? What's good, man? Get yourself a lady of the night. Definitely don't do that. There is nothing worse here than smashing out a female that you have to pay for. I've never paid for a female one-on-one, but there have been occasions where I had like this lesbian bird, and then she would go out and get. I'm not finishing this. I don't want to get in any trouble. Anyway, I close my eyes and think of David Attenborough when I listen to you. Oh my god. You have an amazingly different sense of humor. What do you mean by do a jizz poll? You mean where is it best to nut? All right, fine. Let's do it. All right, we'll see how this one goes. This won't get me kicked off YouTube. I wrote vagina as well. Why did I write vagina? What is wrong with me? Frankie, you were one of the few streamers who can take a joke. You have to, man. You can't be a live streamer and not be able to have thick skin. I'm gonna put my own vote in, and I'm going face. If you said, by the way, if you say too dark to say, Macho, I agree with you. I'm going face. Do you have allergies about Islam? Not at all, man. You're very funny without even. I'm retarded. I'm retarded. That's the problem. Let me catch up with the chat here. Crystal Miller, fuck. England will win World Cup. No, they won't. Those losers are never winning anything. I refuse condoms. Yeah, condoms are an absolute waste of time. I literally cannot retain a boner with a. Does option 4 mean black people? Well, Black Betty, how you doing, bro? Betty, you and I have got to meet up and have a beer at some point. Because you're actually in the UK and I know it would be a good old time. So give me a shout out sometime. I picked Kant. I don't know. It's not all that. There's always that risk. I can't see the poll. Well, we've already got 17 votes, 18 votes, which is amazing. YouTube took down the poll. I still think I don't think YouTube understands what it is, to be fair. Why is old I didn't even think of old sock. I've never. Why do people nut off in a sock? I don't understand it. Do you have tattoos on your body? I've only got tattoos on my arms. That's it. Just on the big old biceps. You feel me? I'm not that big. I said face, but I'd rather land it on her clothes or something she'll have to wash. I should have written hair. Because hair is like fucking. But I suppose if you get a nut in the face, then hair is always going to be a consequence. Chaos, one Frankie punch on your face by Tom Aspinall or choked by Charles Oliveira. I'd rather be choked. Face is going to win this in a landslide. Always mouth and swallowing. I don't really like nutting in the girl's mouth. I've never really been a fan of that. Yeah, Betty, whenever you got time, man, give me a shout. And I'll come down or up to wherever you're at and we'll have a beer, man. It's been a long time in coming. Are you an atheist? No, I'm an agnostic. I was raised as a Catholic, but I kind of pick and choose what I want. I treat religion like a buffet. Who has the best tattoos in the UFC? Ooh. Can you give me some options? I picked my face. That wasn't an option, bro. And lower back. Lower back is an interesting one. Because it's an awkward place, isn't it? First you said we are humans, not monsters. Stop pretending to be white. We know you were Indian. What's up, Dumbo? How you doing, Toxic Default? I like Dumbo the movie. Tattoos are so cool, mate. I've seen some really botched tattoos, though. They can be really bad. Western is based. We're in a population crisis. Swap your back hair with your hair. I don't have any back hair. Look at my face here. You think I've got hair anywhere else? I've barely got any fucking armpit hair. Best place to fuck. I'm saying campfire. I would go with the bathroom of a club or balconies. I've kind of got into, I think balcony sex is pretty awesome. Especially when it's raining like hell. Do foreskin. I'm not doing a foreskin poll. You've crossed the line. You always take it too far. I'm not playing this foreskin game with you. I was born with the hoodie and I'm keeping the hoodie. No matter what you say, yeah. I've got a jail tattoo, to be honest. How did you do it, though? Because I've heard different stories. Lower back is a very good one to finish after pulling out. That man has experience. Doggy style is overrated. I'm going to say it. Hello, mate. How you doing, NGGA? You nearly got me to say your name. Well done to you. If you ever find a yew tree with berries, pop one. You will know straight away. I have no idea what you mean by that sentence. No idea. How about instead of me stop yapping, you get the fuck out of my stream? Are you going to watch any of the videos, mate? Which videos are you talking about? Might as well say latrine. Yeah, why not? There's a thrill. Oh, mate. Doba. You are fucking relentless, mate. I am not white. I am from Iran. You were very quick to defend Indian people. I don't think there's anything wrong with defending Indian people. I've got nothing against them. I think people come in when I'm reading out chats here where people are saying derogatory shit about Indians and they think that I'm saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm reading it out and then reacted to it. That's it. Oh, did Dober get kicked out again? Nobody rides a fine line like Dober. Pep or Klopp? I would go with Klopp. I think Pep had way too many advantages and he's a cheater and he's had way too many good teams. It was made with sharpen up spring and vape pen battery, use printer ink. You wouldn't believe I had it done in jail. That sounds creative. You got to shout out to the gym, to the prison bros, because they get stuff done, man. I think Abbian is around. Is it her mouth or mine? Well, Abby Dank, we were going with her mouth, but Jesus Christ, how's it going to end up in your mouth? Yeah, Frankie's just reacting. I do have like I'll be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I do sometimes have like prejudiced takes, but I'm not an outright racist. I don't look at people's skin or religion and say fuck that person. I'm not like that. But if there are cultural things that I find a bit frustrating, I'll say I don't like that. But there's a lot of cultural things I don't like about my own people. I think I'm prejudiced about pretty much everyone. Stardog or Skittles? I'm not familiar with Stardog. Is that snowballing? You can do that if you've got multiple bitches in the place. You shouldn't be snowballing yourself, my G. You should have put an eye on the poll. What's happened now? Oh, I should have put eyes. Oh, I should have put eyes. Face is winning in a landslide, though. This doesn't surprise me. But the too dark to say part is troubling to me. I fucked a girl on a grave once. It was very symbolic, and I shit you not, the grave's name was Fanny Hill. Good times. 10,000 times. This is how I know we're kindred spirits here. I didn't smash someone in the grave, but I did. My very first blowjob was in a graveyard. I didn't like get her on her knees on a fucking tombstone or something, but it was in graveyard grounds. True story. I lasted a full 3 minutes and 10 seconds, which for a first time is not that bad. My landlord refuses to rent to cornrow people. Why? Why? That's a bit of a weird rule. Is that your way of saying your landlord doesn't rent to black people? Best Tom tattoo as Tom Aspinall's. I can't picture Tom Aspinall's tattoos. The first time I thought of, I was thinking Charles Oliveira's, but I wasn't gonna. How long did he take to come? Oh my god! Stop it! You had the stopwatch going. I did. It was my first time. I wanted to see how it would go in it. I thought I did pretty well, and I think it would have been even faster if I hadn't been counting myself. Because obviously, because I was counting, I was like, I think I was able to focus that little bit longer. I think Aspinall's back tattoo looks excellent. I know I can't picture it. I was thinking Charles Oliveira's, and then I was thinking Ilya's, but then I'm like, nah, Ilya copied Connor, so you can't have that one. I don't know, man. Tom Aspinall's are all right, from what I can remember. They're not like hideous. My mum is dying of cancer. Oh, Jack, I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, my mother had breast cancer and it was horrible. What kind of cancer does she get? That's a freaky poll. It wasn't my idea. Guess whose idea it was? Damn, my first blowjob was in school year 8. She was black and had dreadlocks. Still can't remember her name. Mine was also a black girl, and her name was Rita. She was a damn right dirty bitch. She sucked many dicks that day. I don't want to get into that. Anyway, that movie by Tom Hardy, Legends, with Ron and Reggie, is the UK's best movie. I swear, Euro, it's absolutely not. It's a decent movie, but there's no way. Where are your kids and wife? Well, my kids are in the house. I don't really talk about the woman. I'm officially ashamed to be moderating this. No, you're not. You're loving this. Don't lie. Nah, Tom's back tattoo is so ugly, bro. What is it of? I hope she will be better, Brat. Well, he did say she's dying of cancer. I'm very sorry to hear that, though, Jack. Really, commiserations to you. Commiserations to you. It's one of the worst things to go through. Losing a parent is second only to anyone who loses a kid. High fucking five, you damn right. Black girls always be down. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Have you seen a Mexican girl UFC interviewer? Funny stuff. What's her name? Westy did change his profile. And yeah, and you're in my prayers as well, Jack. Honestly, commiserations, brother. You look like the T1000. That's actually kind of fair, you know. That's actually kind of fair. What's his name again? He was in The Sopranos as well. He played a right pussy in that show, which shows how fucking good his acting range is. What the fuck is that question, man? It wasn't my idea. It was not my idea. I mean, yesterday, yeah, we had Who is the GOAT, and now we've got Where Do You Like to Nut? I mean, this channel is as inconsistent as it gets. I'm not even sorry. I'll be honest, I'm not sorry. This is your fault. This is your fault. No, but Lewis, yeah, he never spoke, which made him even more amazing. I think it's Nina. Oh, Nina Drama. Is it? No, she's not cool, bro. I mean, we'd all hit that, but if you think I'm Indian, then so be it. I have no problem, actually. I am not racist. Anakin, everyone's a little bit racist. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'm not saying everyone's vindictively racist, but everyone's a little bit racist. If you think something that's stereotypical about a race, you're technically racist. Even if it's something as simple as, you know, Asian women can't drive. It's a racist thing to think. Tom's back tattoo is a big Shogun dragon face. Do you know what tattoo's all right? Volkov's. I'm 11, so thank you, but I have my stepdad and biological dad. Oh, this is about to get bad for you. I like how Cheddarhead's just like, I'm racist. Hell yeah. Hi, mate. Long life the queen. Which queen are you talking about? The dead one. We've got a king now, bro. I am racist. I love racing cars. Shout out to you, George. George, where are you from, by the way? Is racism based? Nah, man. It's just a fact of life. We can't help ourselves. It's not that we mean to be. Lad, tell that story about the lady guys. Like, again, when you said it don't count. Fuck you, Grey Dave. My humor is racist. I've definitely got racist humor. I handsome. Anyway is resist. What? People are fucking ignorant. Western civilization is the least racist one. I need to log off, bro. Anders, shout out to you, my Swedish brother. Good to have you here. I'm really grateful to have you as a subscriber, and it's always nice to have based Swedish homies in here. So shout out to you. Volkov has a crazy back tattoo. I do like it. Oh, this is how I know you. I knew you were in the community for a long time. The fact that you're talking about Rigo is crazy. You're from Europe. Whereabouts in Europe, George? You don't have to give me your street address or anything, but a country would be nice. Ron and Locke, you're the fucking man, bro. Swear to God. You've been around for so long. That is the ultimate dad joke. You are a beautiful trans woman. Thank you very much. Not a trans woman. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. Too dark to say equals arsehole. I was thinking the same thing. I think, yeah, if you've done too dark to say, you've got to say now. Because my mind's going all over the place. You got me worried. I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. Fucking in the arse, yeah, is so gay. And it's so disgusting. I've done it twice and it was awful. I kind of lost control of the situation both times, and I got egged on into doing it, and I thought, fuck it, why not? It is gross. I am handsomely handsome. Is that racist? Absolutely not, man. And I believe you 100%. He is king of the UK, not Ireland. Exactly. We've got a president in Ireland. Apparently people quite like her. Too dark equals sock. Nah, you know the kind of chat we've got. Nobody gives a fuck about admitting to a sock. Who do women rub their eyes when they wake up? Because they don't have balls to scratch? I mean, that's it. I sometimes rub my eyes. Anal is based. It's not, man. Did it hurt? Grey Dave. It always hurts the first time. Did you get poo-poo on your pee-pee? I don't want to talk about it, all right? Man, arse feels different than women or dog arse. Present and past, love you. I like you also. Okay, you've been taken 2 times in the back. Got ya. Fuck off. Yes, bro, I would never arseholes. A one-way passage for both boys and girls. Straight up. Maverick Race, take it easy, bro. Thank you for turning up as always, man. This is starting to feel like a longer stream. Whenever we get into debauchery like this, yeah, it gets kind of fucking disgusting, kind of fast. Take it easy, Mav. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Guys, give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab another bottle of water. Yeah, I'll be right back. Thoughts on Prince Andrews and Epstein? What else is there to think other than he's a dirty cunt? I'm not an English patriot, mate. I think he should burn in hell. And he looks like a nonce as well, to be fair. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna grab one more bottle of water. 1 minute. All right, boys, we're back. We're back. Arse and coke are not for me. Brother Maverick, I respect India because during the Islamic persecution in Persia, they gave shelter to refugees. That's a very good reason. Jeez, Tyler Betts, that is dark. I can't stand coke. I've never tried it, you know. We've talked about coke in here multiple times. It's one of those things, yeah, that when you I've heard that when you do it once, you get high as fuck and it never feels the same again. And you're always chasing it. All right, we're back. We're hydrated and we're back. Turn screen back on. I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back. I don't know why I didn't just leave it on, to be fair. If you're so good at MMA, why you let migrants take over your land? Who said I'm good at MMA? And what am I going to do? What am I going to do if I know MMA? Am I going to fucking triangle choke people that are coming over to, like, swimming up on the shore? What are you talking about? Coke should be legal. I mean, if alcohol is legal, then everything should be legal. We've got too many stupid people running around here. We might as well, like, thin the herd a little bit. Did you find some weed? I didn't. I tried to approach some teenagers that were outside my house here, and they thought I was a narc. So the search continues. I'm not giving up, though. I know. I was hoping to peruse your game collection. What's your system of choice? What are you interested in? Just one puff, brother. I promise you, yeah. In the next week or so, yeah, I'm gonna find a mug here to sell me some drugs, some good old weed, and I'm not gonna get scammed either because I still know the deal. What's your political ideology? I don't really have one, to be honest. I just care about myself. How's the war? It's still 5 out of 10. Unfortunately, I bought a big case of the shit, so I'm still going through it. Will you fight me when it gets your channel? But it's a bit. I mean, what's in it for me? I've already got my channel. You're gonna have to put up some collateral, brother. I just learned that some of the Muslim people are trying to rewrite history of my people, the Norse people. They're trying to say that we were Muslims. We were never Muslims, and it infuriates me. All right. Fair enough. You do look like plod. I don't know what that means. I can get you some fire, for real. That's why I stopped smoking weed in the UK, because after I went to Amsterdam, yeah, well, first of all, I wanted to make better of my life here, but secondly, I just couldn't get good stuff. Sega Dreamcast. What's your favorite Dreamcast game? I'll see if I've got it. Let's play that game. I knew they'd think you were a narc. I don't give off narc vibes. But Shane, come back with something, you know, come back with an offer and we can talk. Because believe me, yeah, my channel does not mean that much to me. And I'm gonna need to see some stats because I'm not stupid. I mean, you could be like 6'7". Medical weed is the best. I've heard that. I don't look like old Bill. I don't, man. But Grey Dave is definitely from the UK. Definitely not. And Antac has re-emerged. Actually, I think communism is good if the leader is fair, intelligent, and nationalist, just like China. But communism is not really a thing in China. And Mao was one of the worst cunts ever. So give me an example of where communism has worked. In practice, it sounds great. Do you know where communism works really well? It works really well on a small scale. If you've got like a very small community and you all share resources, because Chinese people do that everywhere we go. Like where I am now, I know a lot of Chinese people. I know somebody that cuts hair. I know somebody that's a lawyer. I know somebody that's a doctor. And you all like, don't you ever dare call me a Tory, you scumbag. I mean, I'm not Labour either, yeah, but don't ever call me a Tory. That's why I grow it, so I know it's the best. That's probably the best way to do it. Medical is good, but there is better. Like I said, after I went to Amsterdam and I realized what real weed actually looks like, I couldn't really smoke it in the UK anymore because it just isn't it. I realized that most of the shit that I was smoking was just dank shit. Fuck Labour. Fuck all of them, to be fair, but double fuck the Tories. Fight me. Winner gets a case of Fanta Orange and your channel. I don't drink soft drinks though, man. How poor do you think I am? And Shane H, like I said, man, I'm gonna need to see some stats, bro. Anybody voting Labour is faggot. So what do you vote in? I've never voted in my life, but what would you vote for? Are you listening to any Hindi song? I mean Indian song. I have heard Indian songs in the past. Have you heard of Terre Lier, the movie? I used to rock that shit. That shit was amazing. I hate weed that looks good but tastes like dirt. It's awful. Frankie, yeah, I'm anti sugar in general, mate. I'm old. I can't be fucking with that. I'll fuck with a whiskey every now and then, but I don't fuck with carbonated drinks. No animal gets farted on more than a horse. Interesting. Have you played all the games behind you? Absolutely not, mate. Most of them are sealed and they're kind of just like, I keep them for investment purposes. I've got like a lot of games that have very low print runs and that's what I get. You don't have Cannon Spike for Dreamcast. I don't. I never even heard of it, bro. What's wrong with Labour? The corruption? What's wrong with all of them? I was in a dam a few times this year. It's hit or miss. Really? Because I was planning on going back there this December just to see just to remember what it was like. Respect. You're going to live until 100, man. I hope so. I'm hoping that cryogenic freezing. I hope they sort that out, and that they can put me into a robot body one day. You just pick one and I've never voted. Fart when people hug you. It makes them feel strong. Frankie, hello. How you doing, Autist? What's good, man? I did notice you were messaging earlier. How are things going for you, man? I hope you're in a better mood these days. Is your son cool, do you think? I think I'm slightly worried, mate. He's getting a bit aggressive. Suggest a whiskey under $500. All right. I would suggest Ardbeg. It's obviously a Scottish whiskey. It tastes kind of smoky. It's incredible. He does Autist. He does like ice skating and football, and he does a bit of martial arts. He's into like board games and stuff like that. We take him to everything under the sun. So just this week, we've gone to like a science museum. We've gone to a chocolate factory. We've gone to a car museum. So we do everything. How many of your viewers are actually politically motivated? I don't know, man. Would you ever let a woman lick your butt? Nah, man. A lot of my homies are into that. Yeah, it's the position you have to do, yeah, in order to allow them to do that I can never come to terms with. Is that vodka? Nah, it's water, H2O. I drank for the first time for the last watch long, and it did not do that well. Do you have a cool car? It's not really a cool car. I have a Mercedes GLC. Hi Sarah, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Where are you from, and what is your story? And happy Halloween, Chrissy, by the way. Hope you're well. I did see your message earlier on. I did respond. I don't know if you heard me. Shout out to Chrissy. Don't panic, everyone. Chrissy's a real woman. Don't get too excited. Have you ever done the banana dance? I can't take you seriously anymore. I assume when you're here, you're always trying to trick me. What do you think of the beef with Andrew Tate and KSI? I couldn't give a fuck. KSI, it's the one situation, yeah, where I might actually pick Andrew Tate over somebody else because KSI is a proper wet wipe. Who's got any ideas for a different poll? A poll that isn't stupid and is going to get me in trouble. Frankie, what's your favorite TV show? Probably The Wire. The Wire, but I got loads of TV shows I could recommend to you. Happy Halloween, guy. Happy Halloween to everyone. I hope you're having a good one. Thoughts on Mayweather and Pacquiao fighting again at damn near 50? Fucking hell. I mean, what's the point? It was too late when they did it the last time. You hate Kai. I don't really like any of those streamers. I don't really like any of them. KSI's forehead versus Khabib. KSI's got the most brutal forehead I've ever seen. KSI is awful. I don't understand why this cunt is so famous. He's got the worst laugh as well. Oh yeah, and I don't know who that is, man. I can't shout out somebody if I don't know who they are. I'm not doing any more load polls. I didn't watch the Gable fight last night. Did he win? Why are you country name? Oh, I'm from Ireland, but I grew up in the UK. I don't know why I started saying that slowly. KSI is good. No, he's not. KSI is a wet wipe. He's really embarrassing. No, I'm not saying that. Let me unsubscribe. Bro is tripping. You can unsubscribe if you want, bro. I don't know exactly what I'm tripping about, but oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm not saying that. He won in sub 15 seconds. Was his opponent actually half decent though? He's going to be in the UFC very soon. I reckon two more subs. Or not two more subs, two more fights and he's in. Scientists were looking through a telescope and thought they found a new planet until they realized it was KSI's forehead. Yeah, that guy is absolutely the worst. Do a front flip, Khalil, man. I can barely get upstairs, mate. You come to the wrong place. Bro, please search Gata only. Nah. Where in Ireland is the family from, lad? They're from Cork. C-O-R-K, not cock. I'm going to type it in because I can't ever pronounce it. Cork. What about a poll about how many fists you can fit in our ass? In our ass? You fucked that one up. Oh, what the fuck is the fug shake? You're a racist white boy. I'm absolutely not. I'm a racist Irish boy. Slightly different. We are the black people of Europe. Hello, bro. How are you? How you doing, Smokey? What's good, man? How you doing today? Where you from, brother? What's going on? I don't care if you think I'm racist. I don't give a fuck. I literally don't care. I'm not one of those white people who's afraid to be called racist. It doesn't bother me. And you know what I'm saying about the Irish. It is real. Free Palestine. Yes. Thoughts on Prime dancing on speed and cussing Andrew Tate's mum? What's the most chill game you play just to relax? That's a very good question. My favorite chill game I've ever played, I've got two. I would say it's Firewatch and Subnautica. Yeah, Toxic had to go. He had to go. What's that about the Irish? They say that the Irish are the black people of Europe. Yeah, motherfucker was spamming. Some people come in and do that. It's the nature of doing these vertical streams. We're just gonna have some stupidity from time to time. I actually don't mind ISO Speed. He seems like a good lad. Please, bad MMA math. Are you asking is fast? Please, solo asking. I'll be honest with you, Sarah. I don't think it matters how slow I speak. I don't think you're going to be able to understand me. Chill game, chess. Chess sounds stressful to me, bro. I was going to say Stardew Valley, but looking after all those crops is stressful, man. It's mad stressful. All right, Euro, your time has come. If this goes wrong, it's on Westy. So shout out to you, bro. Welcome to the fraternity. Do you think Pakistan is a superpower country? Pakistan apparently has a really good nuclear program. So apparently, yeah. Apparently. KSI are the best. You sound like a typical KSI fan. I haven't played No Man's Sky, but I've heard it's fantastic. I bought No Man's Sky when it was really bad, and I've heard it's leveled up amazingly. I haven't had a chance to play it, but you know what? It's very high on the list. Bro, you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted with a mod ship. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that means you're gonna leave, but you've got to gain my trust. Why do your eyes look so sad, Frankie? I'm just tired, man. Why aren't you dressed up for Halloween? Because I'm at home and it's the middle of the night. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not just gonna sit here just in the, like by myself, like dressed up as a fucking vampire or some shit. If you went to the chocolate factory, how was it? I'm gonna be honest, Ismail, it was all right. It was way too long, yeah. It was way too long to get there. It took me 3 hours to drive there, but it was worth it. My son had a good time. It was fun. A genuine question, Frankie. I think Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor is fixed. Don't get me wrong. Nah, it was just stupid. That's fucked. I made you, kid. Bro, you should take it as a compliment, yeah, that I'm scared of modding you. Because you are too unpredictable. I don't know what you might do with it. How you doing, Miss Keeley? Happy Halloween to you as well. No Man's Sky now has a feature where you can build custom spaceships. People are building all... That sounds incredible. I'm not that creative, though. Do a 25... A 20... This is what I'm saying, bro. All alone on Halloween, kind of pathetic. There's nothing pathetic about that. Why are family member bad MMA math? What do you mean, why are family member? Do you mean, where are they? They're in the house. They're probably sleeping. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, yeah. I am in favor of modding you. I really don't mind, but it's just... I feel like things could go south very quickly around here with your kind of energy. Do you know what I mean? Where are you from? I'm from Ireland, but I grew up in the UK. How you doing, Jack Dosan? And what's going on, man? Where you from? Favorite game as a youngin? That's really tough here. I would have to go with either Final Fantasy VII or Resident Evil 2. I just connected with those games. They happened in very, very bad times in my life. And yeah. Yeah, I'm 41 years old with a family. This is the only time I can really stream. It's the only time. Because I've got too much going on. I usually mod people when they've been around it for a long time. That's usually what I do. Hey, bro, you are very attractive. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Bye, 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 Sarah. It was nice to meet you. I hope your journey to learn English goes very well for you. I think we George Floyd versus... How you doing, Angel Rivera? I'm not modding anyone else for now. Where are you now, Frankie? Which country? I'm in the UK. I'm near a place called Cambridgeshire. Well, I'm in Cambridgeshire, but I'm not giving you a specific place because obviously that would be stupid. Means beans. Ah, sick. It's good. It's always nice to learn something. Is it true that Irish don't have souls? As someone who made it out, nah, that's ginger people. Jack, my nose is fucked, man. It's been broken a couple times. Frankie, do you think I have a chance with Robert Irwin one day? He's my favorite. You've got to aim high and dream big, mate. When I was young, I used to play SmackDown versus Prototype is a really good game. GTA 4, Telltale, The Walking Dead. It developed me as a person. All of them are amazing games. I deserve a 10mm wrench. I like that Euro's been a mod for 10 minutes yet. He already understands the get down. I'm in a treehouse overlooking the ocean, smoking cones. Oh. What the time is it in the UK? Right now, yeah, it's almost 11 p.m. Almost. Guagua, have I pronounced that correctly? What should I eat for it's cheddar head? It's not your first dinner, mate. I love how you say first dinner. Cheddar head has about cheddar. How many dinners do you have? Australia, it's 9:52 a.m. here. Beautiful. Yeah, if Jack keeps it up, he's gonna have to go. I'm sorry. You're making me feel uncomfortable, and that's very, very difficult. What are your thoughts on Tom Sawyer? In what sense? Frankie, I think you would really like Dirty Boxing. I did watch the last card. I watched the last card with was that the one with Jetsinio Rosenstrike on it? 2-3 on a normal day, you fat legend. Will the king dissolve parliament next week? He should, man. It was a bad idea from the get-go. They've never achieved anything. What are those actually showcased behind you? Are those all they're all games. How many times can you say Bomba Clark? As many times as I want, bro. Sorbeto means straw. I really love I love Portuguese and Spanish so much. It sounds way better. I'm staring at you bricked up, staring at you bricked up. This is why I can't concentrate with you in here, bro. I'm telling you, it's hard. You make this harder for me. I love you, bro, but fucking hell, it's really hard to keep the stream flow going. I'll be honest with you. But you know it's love, man. You know I like having you in here, but fucking hell, you really throw me off my game. Not that I have any game to begin with. Boomba means balloon. I'm gonna remember none of this. My throat is scratchy and my ears tingle when I smell the hairy lollipop. Oh, it's this time of the night, isn't it? I think we're saying like and sub to the wrong people, Euro, to be fair. All right, the chat's going off the kilter now. Ask some interesting questions for fuck's sake. I'm puffing on fumes here. You're making this hard for me. And not in the way that fucking I Give Milk is suggesting. Do you ever just sit in your car for an hour by yourself so you can have some goddamn peace? That's why you have a man cave. This room that I have here, as soon as I bought the house, I was like, this is my shit. People wonder why I drink. Exactly. Zayafat Ali, how you doing, man? Good to have you here. Did you watch the fight? I watched it, man. I watched it like an hour before I went on the stream. It was embarrassing for both of them. I'm going to be honest. Charleston White is hilarious. And it was funny watching the cause it was who did commentary? It was that streamer. What's his name? It was one of those popular streamers and Rampage. Execute Order 67. Why do you think Hamzat is fake and a liar? I don't think he's fake and a liar. I just think he's too inactive and a liar. Back from the store, I said mod Euro because I saw him call for toxics removal while driving and I had to do it myself. How is Euro doing so far? Brilliantly. He's been locking down the gayness immediately. How you doing, Ali? Where are you from, sir? And what is your story? Do you think Drew Dober would beat Raja Jackson in an MMA match? 100%. Drew Dober would knock his ass out. Yeah, Westy, that profile picture is sweet. You've been behaving, Euro. You've been doing a very good job. I did laugh. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I'm really glad. I'm really glad to have you back, Smelly Fingers. Rampage is a dick in real life. You reckon he is? I've always found him funny, but I can understand why people don't really like his shtick. And by the way, that white girl that he's banging looks like a dude. She is huge. It's a bad look here that he's parading her around on stream like that. It's gross. How you doing, DJ Aiden? What's good, man? How'd you feel about the Jews? I don't really have specific feelings about them, to be honest. I don't want to repeat the same things that I've said over and over again, but seeing as you haven't heard me say it, I do find Jewish people to be a little bit arrogant, but I'm not like... Say bottle of water. Drew Dober is known to... In fact, Drew Dober only KOs black fighters. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Cigarettes or vape? I would say I used to smoke cigarettes. I do smoke vapes every now and then. I'm trying to get off them at the moment. The only reason why I would side with vapes is because at least they don't smell as bad. If you're a non-smoker and you're around cigarette smoke, it's hard to deal with. I am wanted too, just like you. I'm not wanted. Where did you get that idea? Happy Halloween. How you doing, Genga Drama? Kingsman Service movie. You kind of look like Amon actors. I forgot his name though. I haven't seen the movie, but I know who acts in it. I know what you're saying. I know who you're talking about as well. I've got one of those faces, yeah, that looks like everyone. Hey, gentlemen, I'm from Pakistan. Nice to meet you, Study PK. Welcome. It's nice to have you, Phil. I'm actually Genga Drama. I'm actually from Southwest London. I grew up in a place called Clapham, which is near a place called Brixton, which everyone's heard of. I love the smell of cigs. The thing is here, when I used to be a smoker, yeah, I even used to love the way that cigarettes smell on my hands. It was amazing. But since I stopped smoking, I find it disgusting, man. It's like I'm repellent to it. I had a friend fight in the UFC. He lost both, but one of them he flipped off the cameras and passed out as opposed to tap into the rear naked choke. That is amazing. That's a way to go out. The thing is, yeah, we shit on UFC fighters all the time. I think if you've got the balls to go in there and fight someone, like, you deserve maximum respect. I remember my sisters had like a couple of amateur fights, and she did them in front of a big crowd, and I was shitting my pants here just watching her get in there. So, maximum respect to anyone who does it. I needed to get betters in my study and distracted too. What's female fellow? But I wanted to create a relationship with him. That sentence is a lot to digest, mate. I'm going to be honest. I met him after a UFC asked for a picture. He acted offended. This was UFC Belfast years ago. There wasn't a... When was the last time UFC was in Belfast? That must have been yonks ago, mate. I can't even remember them ever going there. UFC Belfast. Fuck. Who is the worst champion of the UFC in your eyes, Frankie? It's right now. It's hard to say, but I'm calling it early. I'm going to say Khamzat Chimaev, Ash. Because he's already calling out Alex Pereira, even though he's never fought anyone serious in the middleweight division other than Dricus, obviously, and Whitaker. That's the only two good people he's fought that are ranked. And he's already looking to get out of the division. So fuck him. I think he's the worst champion, or he's going to potentially be the worst. Pantoja's very active. Marab's very active. Volk's Volk. Ilya, you could make an argument for because he's already being a bit weird. But at least he knocks motherfuckers out. Middleweight, you've obviously got Khamzat, so yeah. Light heavyweight, Alex has been a really good champion, and maybe heavyweight, you could say Tom Aspinall's been a shit champion. Do you currently fight in any combat sport? If not, would you like to? Bruv, I'm 41 years old. I'm 41. I would love to have an amateur fight in front of some people just to see what the adrenaline would be like. I appreciate the mods, bro. I like coming to these live streams. Euro, you've been fucking incredible since you started turning up here. So shout out. Khamzat could be great if he fought at least 2 times a year. I would literally have nothing bad to say about Khamzat Chimaev if he fought more. I really would. I've got nothing against him. Do you think that's Tom's fault? I don't. I don't prescribe to the whole, like, he got out of it, he ducked, blah, 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 he took the easy way out. He still can't see. It would have been a very, very stupid fucking decision to keep fighting when he was compromised and like that. The entire fault of that situation was on Cyril Gane and nobody else. Anybody else saying differently is a cunt. And I think the UFC have turned on him because he's saying he's not going to re-sign his contract. So they're digging it up already. Show me Daniel Garcia. Fucking hell. Are you like a clothes salesman or something? If you want to sell me one, can we just get to that? Because it's like I feel like you're building to something here. Can I become world #1 person in field? Study PK. What is it that you want to do? I guess is the question. Please, I have one question. You can ask whatever you want, bro. That's the whole point of being here. Daniel Garcia, the next time you go on, like, I promise you, yeah, I will look at as many tops as I can get my hands on to see if they're 100% cotton zip, just to answer it for you. I had a tooth out this evening and didn't even cry. It's weird having you come in here and not say something, you know, and you didn't even cry. You're a big boy. Well done. Dana versus the current heavyweight champ is a rival for the ages. I would love to see Dana fight. I bet you he would be terrible. I've heard he can box a little bit though. While I support Tom and stuff, I feel like people didn't show this much effort when Henry Cejudo got eye poke. Well, the thing is, yeah, when Henry got eye, it's because of the implications of what it was. I think the reason why people are so upset is there are a lot of John Jones copers out there who are upset that they couldn't defend him, and now they're like, "Well, Tom's a coward. You see, he would have lost." So there's that side of it, but there's also the side of like it's the main event, and there were so many implications to it. It's a fight we were waiting for a long time, and then it ends in that fashion. So they need somebody to blame. So they're going to blame one side or the other. Really, what the sad thing is here, it's a fight that ended horribly, and that's the real shame here. I don't think Gane did it on purpose. I don't think Tom quit. It was just an unfortunate situation. And the thing is with Henry's was even worse because he sat there smiling and acting like he was fine. I thought Dana was a boxer. No, I think he's been but he was brought up in boxing first of all. He used to carry Floyd Mayweather's bags and shit. This is known. My dream is to dominate the Elon Musk and world #1 dream to become inventor or scientist. Chase your dreams, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say. Your watch price? I'm not sure. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was like $500 or something like that. Shit, my stream's gone all crazy. Whoops, remove. There we go. Sorry about that. Dana is a cokehead. He's done well for himself. Dana has done very well. To be fair, yeah, I don't even hate Dana White. Yeah, I just think that somebody else needs to be the face of the UFC now because he's completely lost it. Completely lost it. He just doesn't care anymore. Hey, do you do MMA yourself? No, Chelsea, I don't. I used to do a little judo and wrestling, but that's it. I've never had an amateur or professional fight. I would love to have an amateur fight one day though. I personally think when someone does an eye poke, they should get fined for each eye poke or lose the chance to fight for the championship fight. I agree with that. And I agree with Paddy. I don't think he cares about the UFC anymore. I think he wants to do other things. I think he knows that sooner or later he's going to get pushed out of the promotion and he's thinking of an exit strategy. And that's why he's doing this slap fight bullshit and why he's trying to push, like, trying to get into boxing. Euro, my name is long and stupid, but I made it originally to comment on tree work. I love your name, Western Mass Climber. I'm too distracted towards the girls in my class. What should I do? Get yourself some pussy, man. Get yourself some pussy and you'll feel a lot better. Mike Tyson versus Ali. Who would win? Prime for prime? Wow. I would go with prime Mike Tyson. I think prime Mike Tyson was a handful for anyone. It's tough though. Distracted towards girls, a funny thing to say. Is that true? 543K. Damn. I think if Western Mass Climber changed his name, it wouldn't be the same anymore. Do I watch It, a Harry Potter movie, or something else to celebrate Halloween? Maybe watch something Halloween related. It feels like that kind of time. Power slap has to be the most retarded sports. It literally is a shortcut to get CTE. I've made videos about power slap, and it is literally the dumbest. I think it's more dangerous than MMA. Hunter Campbell needs to take over Dana's day-to-day operations. I think he already has, Paddy. I think Hunter makes all the fights. He's the one who signs people. I think all Dana does now is he has a say in who fights, and obviously he's still a powerful person within the UFC. But I think he's basically the face now. Ali's never been knocked out though. Yeah, but when Mike Tyson got knocked out, he was completely washed, and he had a completely different lifestyle. Mike Tyson took some bad advice. My mind said to me, fuck the distraction, become stronger. It doesn't seem like it's working out for you though, bro. Maybe if you get that nut off you might feel a little bit better, or you might become addicted and go even more crazy. Ali's never been knocked out. I'm not. Is that true? I know he's lost fights. I'm not sure if he's never been knocked out or not. Ali was amazing. He was. But Prime Tyson was a different animal. Larry Holmes stopped him. That's what I was thinking. I was sure that he'd been stopped. You should get out there and have some amateur fights. I'm very, very tempted to do something like that. I think it's something that I'd really like. It's on my bucket list for sure. I would love to do it. The only thing is though, I'm very shit at boxing. I'm good with my elbows. I'm good with my knees. I can wrestle a bit. I've got decent judo, but I cannot box for shit. I've never been able to get my head around it. Never. So I'd have to do something in kickboxing, and it would have to be basically what I'd like to do. Is find somebody who is untrained like me in kickboxing, and then we both start so we say to each other, right, bam, in a year's time from now, we're gonna get in a ring and get it on, and then we both start training from the same time. How you doing, Anwar? I don't know what it is, but I've never had I've knocked people out of my elbow. I've knocked people out of my knees. But I literally throw hands like a pussy. It's embarrassing. I've never connected flush with my hands. I've thrown sneaky elbows in and and headbutts for me are a real game changer as well. And I've leg kicked in a street fight. I don't give a fuck. They always get surprised. Frankie, your arms are too meaty to box. Mwah, sweet. I mean, you can have muscles and kind of throw a little bit. Hey everyone, it's your favorite EXE out of the 50 popular ones. Okay. How you doing, bro? $1 is equal to 87 Indian rupees. If you come to India with $10,000, in India you are rich. It's 807. But what can you buy with 870,000 rupees is the question. Oh, a car or a little house. I should have carried on reading. For $10,000. Damn. I had a few fights in my life. I had 2 in jail, got knocked out in one fight. I still burn myself from that fight. I've never been knocked out. The thing is, I've lost fights technically, but usually what happens is it's usually people jumping in. Because the thing is, I'm one of those people, where if I'm fighting somebody and when you can sense someone's aura and you're like, this guy is gonna fuck me up, I find a way of talking myself out of it. Hey, this time to say goodbye. Last question. If I completed my dream, can I meet you or you meet me? Is this a promise? Remember, Mohammed Saleh. Yeah, sure. Ali isn't the GOAT just because of his boxing. He's the GOAT because he took a stand. Paddy, to be honest with you, I think that's why his name gets raised a lot more. And I think refusing to go into Vietnam there were multiple reasons for that. But I think his who he was politically and who he was as a symbol and a figure is more why he's seen as greater than the sport. In my opinion, I think he was an amazing boxer. Don't get me wrong, but there were some guys that gave him fucking trouble. When you connect just right and they drop, it's like punching a pillow. You can barely feel it. I've heard this because there was a cousin of mine who literally used to have the touch of death, and I've seen him do it, and he would literally throw nothing into it. He just had the technique, and he catched them right on the spot every time. Flying outside the pub on the reg now, are we? I don't know I haven't really been to a pub in a long time, but when I go away, when I go abroad, I go to bars all the time. Do you like Rikishi? No. For fuck's sake, mate. But Paddy, you got a really good point. How you doing, Alma? Welcome back. Good to have you here. Another welcome addition to the stream. What do you think of the black chat members? I don't know who the black chat members are. I saw an old man get jumped by 2 guys, so I jumped in. Bro didn't stand a chance against the 3 of us. Oh, well played. Well fucking played, you scumbag. That was a good one. That was a good one. I love the way that ended. That is fucking cold. Shout out to you, chest lights. That is funny. Dimpy World, how you doing, man? Or lady? I have no idea. How you doing, Alma? How's your week been? And are you doing anything for Halloween? Are you against black chat? Of course not. Most of my friends are black and Asian. Do I look like someone who's got white friends? Come on, look at the way that I talk. Yes, Mr. Doodoo. How you doing, JMs? Read WMC. WBB has been stabbed with a sword and knocked out. He felt neither. Wow, you are a Chad. I've been stabbed. I felt it. In fact, but I more felt it later. Do you cover the screen to vape? Yes, I do. I do. You got me. You caught me. I don't like doing it on screen. I don't think it's very good in case we've got like young, impressionable viewers. But now that you've pointed it out, they're going to think it's okay. So I might as well just do it on stream now. I'm black but half Irish. What does it matter about race? Absolutely nothing, mate. I look like a K-drama actor. That must go well for you. Korean males right now are taking all the bitches, bruv. It's amazing. Shout out to them. All the women. Where are you in the world? The bio says UK. I grew up in London, but I've lived all over the place, and I'm currently living in Cambridgeshire. I live next to like a really big lake, which probably isn't going to help me with the doxing, but oh well. Yeah, if you look like a K-drama actor, you'll probably get a mad pussy. There are teenagers loitering outside the 7-Eleven, and I'm terrified of them. It's probably a good plan, mate. Never be too careful. People are fucked up in this world now. John Jones versus Raja Jackson. Loser goes to jail. John Jones would always find a way to win against anyone. That's all right. Good to know. I hate that MMA has turned into the sport where people are catering to racist pieces of shit now. Yeah, I don't think there's any space for racism. I'm very, very honest when I say that. I do have certain prejudices, and it's mostly because I've lived all over the world. I lived in Qatar. I lived in America. I lived in China. I've lived in Thailand. I've lived in the Philippines. I've lived everywhere. Yeah, and to be honest with you, yeah, when certain behaviors get repeated over and over again, I get prejudices about those behaviors. But it doesn't mean I hate. Doesn't mean I hate that group of people. It's just there are some idiosyncrasies that I find frustrating that might conflict with mine, and that's it. Bro, don't show your vape. Don't smoke, but just show your vape. I want to see. It's a lot. It looks like this. It's a Lost Mary. So it's one of these ones that you can like, you. Whose side are you on? Saja Boys or Hunter X? I don't know who either of those people are. Bro, you're actually built. Most people on here would be assumed you were small. I'm not really that built. I mean, I'm all right, yeah, but because I do a lot of push-ups and stuff, and I've been doing them solidly for about 10 years. But I used to be super fucking skinny, man. I don't know if you've heard of a dude called Peter Andre, yeah? But he did this song called Mysterious Girl where he shows like his abs on a video. And I thought that all the girls were into abs, yeah? So I used to stay like super trim so that I could maintain my abs. But I had to be proper thin in order to maintain it because I don't have the best genetics. So, but then I figured out one day that if I don't beef up real quick, I'm gonna get fucking owned. It was around about when I had kids. I was like, fuck this, man. I actually have to get some beef on me and learn how to handle myself a little bit. Because the last thing you want, yeah, is to get fucking owned in front of your kids. I wish politics, regardless of which side, would be taken out of sports. Let us come together and relax and enjoy. Yeah, I think I hate that shit. I think politics should just remain in politics and that's it. I completely agree with you. I don't like being forced to take courses that I don't believe in as well, or forced to be respectful of things. Hit the like button, guys. 60 is close. My mic is all over the shop right now. It's gonna literally fall off any second. I might have to do some repairs on this bitch. But I've got like another microphone I can use anyway, so don't worry, we'll still be able to keep things going. Would you try buck milk? I can't take you seriously, bro. I just can't. Who's the greatest trash talker in the UFC? Right now, I would say it's Dricus. Because Dricus genuinely doesn't give a fuck, and he makes people cry. No family should have to see that exactly. I'm not saying I want to go out there starting trouble, but it's more that, like, if any trouble comes to my doorstep, I want to be able to handle fucking business. That's it. The only MMA politics I agree with is Ali Abdulaziz is a terrorist. Pure and simple. There is no way a weasel like that gets into the position that he's in without doing some fucked up stuff. I'd have to, do you know what? Yeah, Chael is the originator. Chael was amazing. The only thing about Chael now is Chael he's a bit of a liar and a bit of a gaslighter now, but he's probably pound for pound the best, in my opinion. That's what I would say. Sorry, Frankie, my dad is a politician. It's all right. Thank you for kicking that cunt out. Appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with being involved in politics, but the thing is here, you always end up getting swallowed by the system. How you doing, Carsten? Islam versus Shavkat. Who do you think would win? I would go with Shavkat. I think Shavkat's just a way better striker, but it would be a good fight. And he's a more natural 170 pounder. Shavkat cuts to get to 170. So I think he would be too strong and too big for Islam, but I think it would be a good fight. There are only two genders. I can't stand liberals, just saying. I mean, I don't think that's an insulting thing to say. Quite honestly. No, I haven't. Hello from Texas. How you doing, Phoenix Lightning? Nice to see you here, bro. Or lady, I'm not entirely sure. I can't. That's definitely not you. I'm going to assume dude. But how you doing, bro? Joey Diaz could have been the best comedy. Here's the thing, yeah. I do not understand why they don't have comedians as a third guest or something. Shake it up a little bit, because UFC commentary is awful. Thoughts on the Tom Aspinall eye poke? Alex, I thought it was just an unfortunate thing. I thought Gon could have probably withdrawn his fingers a little bit. I don't like the fact that he poked in even more. I'm not even a Tom Aspinall fan. I don't even give a fuck. I wanted to see a good fight. That was all I cared about. I think it was unfortunate, if I'm being real. I think it was very unfortunate. I'm just sad that the fight ended. That's all. But I think Tom made the right decision, because he's still having trouble with his vision now. And the last thing you want to do is continue in a fight when you're compromised, especially when the other person cheated to compromise you. Then you lose your belt and you potentially don't get a shot again, because he's certainly not in the UFC's good graces right now. And while he holds the belt, he's got the fuck you type situation, because the UFC are clearly thinking about phasing him out. He's already been stupid enough to admit that he's not going to sign a new contract, so fuck it. Sorry if we sound like I'm skeptical, Phoenix, but we've been burnt in here before. But shout out to you, Phoenix. No, mate, Conor is the great. No, Conor is, yeah, but the thing is, yeah, you've got in terms of longevity, yeah. Conor fell off majorly when he lost his mind a little bit, so you've got to take that into consideration. Chael was consistently funny for years, and Dricus has been funny since he walked into the promotion. So I don't know, man. Billie Eilish absolutely owned those billionaires. She told to use their money for good. I've never heard a Billie Eilish song. Man, I heard Joey refer to Khabib as Khalabib. I pissed my pants laughing. That's just amazing. Which UFC fighter would you be the least surprised if they ended up doing 10 plus years in jail? Michael Chandler. There's something wrong with that guy. I'm telling you now. Michael Chandler is one day going to do something sinister to his family. That guy is way too wholesome in public here to be legit. He definitely beats his wife on the sly, in my opinion. Politics is stupid. The world should just get along. I think it's necessary. There's too many of us, but it's all a farce now. Fair enough. Same year was a bit harsh getting booze, but people paid to see the fight. That's the ultimate thing that it comes down to, Alex. It shouldn't be about is Tom a bitch, is Garn a cheater. It should be more just like an admittance, yeah, that we lost what could have potentially been a great fight and a conclusion to that fight. That's the disappointing thing. Would you rather swim with a great white shark or a Nile croc? A Nile croc. I mean, I'd die in both situations, but sharks are just more. I think I'd be a lot more scared with a shark. Frankie, you're a legend. I love you too, Kerry, man. Shout out to Rob's neighbor, Kerry's channel. I'm gonna throw your link in the description now. If you are into like, and he's only 17 subs away from 1,000, and I'm telling you now, yeah, there is no greater feeling than reaching 1,000 subs. So if we could help our boy Kerry get there, I'd really appreciate that. Such a good dude. Michael Chandler by adoption. The weird thing about the adoption thing was that he said he wanted. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with adopting black kids. In fact, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. But choosing to adopt black kids to me is a very strange thing. And the way that he said it is weird. Are you excited about Stranger Things season 5? I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm going to watch it. Is Marab circumcised? I didn't check. I mean, I don't know. If you're into mechanics, check this cat 100%. Gone flinch and naturally your hands opens. It happens on a lot of his fights. Yeah, Ollie Evans, I think that's what it comes down to. I think people think here that when he extended out, it was just him. And he has had a few cheaty moments in his career. But he had everything to lose by doing that. I just think it was an unfortunate thing that happened. It was an instinctual thing that he did. And he doesn't get the belt now. And he was probably thinking at the time, I'm winning this fight. So we had no incentive to really do that. Sharks for real. I already swam with the sharks. It seems like a much scarier proposition to me. I've heard they're easier to maneuver around though. Who's wrestling in MMA is better for MMA? Your opinion, John Jones or Islam? I would have to say John Jones because it's more what he does with his wrestling. John Jones is absolutely vicious when he gets you in a vulnerable position. And his IQ is just higher than any UFC fighter I've ever seen, apart from Mighty Mouse. If you want to understand why Mighty Mouse's fight IQ was as good as it was, check out his fight with Marias in the second fight he had with him. The sequence he did to finish that fight was just high-level shit. If you had to pick one, bitten by a crocodile or bitten by a king cobra, I'd go with the crocodile. So, I mean, the king cobra. Because you could potentially find venom. Not venom, what do you call it? Anti-venom. Whereas with a crocodile, you might lose a limb or something and then you're fucked. Bro, have you got a Dreamcast? I do, man. I've got a good Dreamcast collection as well. I've got the old Dreamcast. I've got 2 Dreamcast guns and House of the Dead as well, which I really need to crack out this weekend. In fact, that's what I'm going to do this weekend. I am going to crack out my Dreamcast and play House of the Dead with the gun. Golly, the croc. You choose the croc. But getting bit by a croc is kind of like over. Do you think Khabib is a fraud as well? Because he could have moved to welterweight like his dad said, but as soon as his dad died... The only thing I didn't like Asherad is he fought after his dad died, so he should have just continued. I don't get it. It's weird to me. Carry on fighting. But I think he knew because Khabib's striking is fucking horrific. It's really bad. And if he went up to welterweight, he would have got beaten up. Do you actually believe he deserves a rematch? If he was the champ, how boring would it actually go? Or would Jones then ever walk back into the belt situation? I guarantee you, John Jones would come out of retirement faster than a whippet rate. I do have Skies of Arcadia. I do. Great game. Why do American whites call themselves white boys? Isn't that a little bit emasculating? It is. Man, Euro, I don't know how you leave your house with all the fucked up animals you've got in your country, mate. Australia is legit scary. I'll be honest with you. By the way, guys, if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you would do so, because we're kind of on a road here to get into 1.6K. I'm like 50 subs away, and it would be nice to hit that mark. I want to try and get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year if possible. I think it would be cool. We don't have cobras here, but you have way more. You have snakes in Australia that would make cobras look like fucking bitches, mate. Tom ain't doing himself any favors crowing so much about his eyes when they look perfect. Should have said nothing. He kind of had no choice though. He's been getting so fucking roasted. Mr. Serpent, you look familiar. I look like a lot of people you've probably seen around. That's probably I've got one of those faces. A cunt face. Subbed already. Shout out to you, Ismail, man. Love you for it. Love you for that. Yeah, we're about 50 away from 1.6. I really want to get to 2K. That'd be awesome. Pizza. I was bitten by a red black spider. They make you feel so sick. Is that the worst thing you've been attacked by in Australia? Islam is what Khabib's dad wanted Khabib to be. I don't know, man. Islam has lost. But shout out to Islam for having a go and going up to 170. I think he's probably going to win as well. The more that I think about it, the more I think he might get it done. I think it's going to be a very close fight, though. Very close. And I'm back in JDM all the way. And I like Islam. I've got no problem with him. A croc could rip you apart. Humans do fit the characteristics of croc prey. We're too bony for sharks. Most of the time, they just avoid. Fair play. But I'm more thinking I would shit my pants more if a shark was coming towards me. Yeah, Randy's kind of got a point there. Hey, the Maggies are worse. Nah, the Maggies. What do you mean by Maggies? Can you clarify what that means? Do you mean like, as in like, is that a type of shark? I was stung by a jellyfish. They hurt. You have to piss on the wound. I've heard that as well. I learned that from an episode of Friends, funnily enough. Y'all can keep your no ropes. Snakes are awful. I've never seen a snake in the wild. Never. The biggest spider in Australia and the world is the bird-eater spider. I've heard they can jump. Magpies? Do you mean Newcastle United? Why are you saying that, sir? Why are you trying to hurt my feelings? I've only been stung by a Texas scorpion. They're sneaky scorpions. They like get into your boots and your shoes and shit. Sneaky fuckers. Boza Records. Where you from, by the way, bro? Randy, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but Islam moved up to the weight class while Khabib didn't. I mean, he did leave because his dad died. Happy Halloween, Yoda. How you doing, man? They a bird. Of course they're. Why do you think they're the worst, though? Magpies are wild pets here. It looks like Tom is going down the same road as Francis. Dana's throwing him under the bus. Ain't going to convince him to sign a new contract. I completely agree with you. But also, he's dumb, yeah? He's extremely dumb for admitting that he wasn't going to sign a contract. I think his dad is a little bit fucking loose in the brain. I've killed a few rattlesnakes. How the fuck did you have the balls to do that? I would run. Or I'd just stand still and hope that it didn't fuck with me. Good morning, Frankie. 5 a.m. How you doing, Ash? I know it's early, man. I appreciate you hanging out for as long as you did. It's like 11:30 at night here. But I don't have very much to do tomorrow. So that's why I'm hanging around a little bit later. Please do subscribe and hit the like button. I would very much appreciate it. So I'm in the UK, Phoenix, and that's what I'm saying. We don't have any fucked up animals here, like at all. How was the chocolate factory? Musa, you legend. It was really fun. The only problem here is that it was supposed to be like an hour and a half drive, and it ended up taking 3 hours. So I was a little bit pissed about that. But it was good, man. My son had a really good time. It was quite educational. Got to make some chocolate, it was good, man. It was fun. It was a good experience for him. Hello from Trinidad. How you doing, man? I've been to Trinidad, beautiful country. I went to not Bahamas, it was the other one. It's bad that I can't remember where I've been. I always mix these two up. It's not Bahamas. It begins with a B as well. and it's in the West Indies. 1 second. It almost came to me there. Barbados, that was it. But I've been to Barbados. You ever get slapped by a girl, Frankie? Nah. I've definitely deserved it though. Did Willy Wonka? I didn't go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It was the Cadbury World. Everything here that's dangerous, someone owns it as a pet in Australia. Bro, this is how you man are just the hardest though. Francis fucked up more than Tom did, in my opinion. Francis is gonna fuck up PFL. Even the president of PFL was kind of angry with Francis over that. The fact that he is the what would you call it? He's like the representative for PFL Africa. And he doesn't even pitch up. He's a scumbag, mate. And didn't Francis Ngannou kill someone in Cameroon as well? Yeah, Musa, it was nice. When are you gonna have a panel stream? I'm doing one on Sunday. If you want to jump on, bro, you're more than welcome. I'm just gonna open it up on Sunday and let anyone turn up. Yes, but I went to Barbados. It was amazing. How you doing, little man? What's good? Are there any theme parks in the UK? Yeah, we've got Chessington, we've got Alton Towers, and there's a water one as well that I can't remember the name of. I haven't taken my son to like big theme parks yet because he's still a little small and he doesn't really understand like no. And he's quite short, so when they say he can't go on rides, he'll just while out. But yeah, there's a few like decent theme parks, but I don't like going on roller coasters anymore, man. I abused the privilege when I was a kid, and now I've got some weird like fucking vertigo. Thoughts on Dana White and who is your GOAT? Dana White is washed. He needs to step down as the face of the UFC. I think he's at his day. My GOAT is Demetrius Johnson. We did a poll about it last night, and Demetrius won by the slimmest of margins. But thanks for the question, Coast Suits. Appreciate you, man. Jake versus Mike Tyson fight is also fixed. It's 100% fixed. Of course it was. Of course it was. Ridiculous. I'm not dissing Tom, but Poatan versus Garn could be a banger of a fight. It could be. Tom, the thing is, yeah, Tom will redeem himself. When he gets back in there and fights again, he'll do a lot better. But he was getting caught a little bit in that fight, especially with that lead jab. Fort Park is the one I was thinking of. Fort Park is the water one I was thinking of. I used to love Fort Park as a kid. How much did they charge you for the chocolate factory tour? I think it was about 4 of us went, yeah. I went with my daughter, my wife, and my son. And it was about, I think it was like 70 or 80 pounds, but they get you with other stuff. They gave us like a big bag of chocolate bars when we first walked in. And then we got to like make chocolate. We heard about the history of chocolate and how like Cadbury got popular and that kind of stuff. It was interesting. But it just took too long to get there. Hang on a sec. Goodbye. It's getting late. And Ismail, thank you so much for hanging out as always, man. Really appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Halloween and an even better weekend. If he's short, look into HGH for him before it's too late. No, he's not. He's not short. He's just little, isn't he? He's just young. He's only 5. I mean, he's too short to go on the rides. He's up to my hip already. So I think he'll be quite tall. Dana White can get better if he stops snorting the white stuff with Nina Drama. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Hang on. I hardly know how to put up a profile picture. That's why I don't have a profile picture of me. I would never put a profile picture up of myself, to be honest with you, which is weird because I do go on camera, but I like having a little bit of a logo, you know? I love roller coasters, bro. I work at Six Flags, so I think it's a theme park thing. DJ is such a sleeper pick. He is, man. DJ's the guy. I can make a strong case for it too. Tom be like, please do not redeem. Anyone here play Warzone or Fortnite? I've never played Fortnite, you know. I've never played it. Can you do the Monster Mash? That is fucking as old school as it gets. Yeah, the price is all right. But the thing is, yeah, they were selling paninis, yeah. I'm not fucking around, yeah. This is how I know I'm an old cunt, yeah. They were selling paninis, yeah, for like £12. And I started like having a fucking rant about it. I might go on a Disney cruise for Christmas. We'll find... What is a Disney cruise supposed to be like? I've never been on a cruise. I've been on like a boat for a few hours, but I've never been on like a proper cruise. It's something that I would definitely want to try. We talked about doing it in December, but I'm worried that my son might not like it, and then we'll be stuck on a boat for a couple days, and I don't want to be dealing with that. So I'm gonna wait for him to get older. When I saw Dana buying a freak show like slap fighting, it's a sure sign he's getting ready. This is the thing. This is the thing, Nolan. I think that he knows that sooner or later he's gonna get pushed out of the company, and he's thinking about what's next. Like, what do I do next? Slap fighting ain't gonna work, little bro. Yeah, have a game and tell me how it goes. I might. The thing is, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something like UFC or FIFA or something. Which country region do you think is going to be the next big competitors in the UFC? I think it will be China. I think China is going to start getting some fucking beasts. Or maybe Korea. I think it's going to be an Asian country. Because they're starting to really embrace the sport. And Asians know how to put the fucking work in. We're already seeing some. I mean, on this card tomorrow, we've got 2 South Koreans, and they both look like beasts. So I would probably edge Korea over China because I think they've got the better up and coming fighters right now. But I think it will be an Asian country. DJ was so mad at Death Sentence from Street Beast that he would have mauled him. Death Sentence is an absolute joke. I usually stream on YouTube or I'm going to check it out as well, Euro. I am subscribed to you, right? I'm almost certain that I am. Let me double check. I am. But whenever you subscribe, I will be there. Sorry, whenever you live stream, I'm going to be there. I usually usually 100% right. If the tickets are fairly priced, they're going to rob you with the food and stuff because they know you can't be ignoring it when you have kids with you. That's exactly what they do. And then you end up like I took my son to like a science. It wasn't a museum, but it was like a science center. And the tickets were like 60, and I was thinking, all right. And then I ended up leaving there with like 70 pounds worth of absolute shit. Like I bought like a plastic cup. He wanted like a model planet. He wanted like a little telescope. Absolute junk. But I don't like really saying no to my son. It's a really bad habit of mine. But then I just spend the whole car ride home like muttering under my breath and moaning. And my son did the most base thing here. I bought a key ring. Because whenever I do experience things with him, I always buy things for my keyring and then stick them on. And then he came up to me when we got home and he's like, one of my toys is missing. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, where's my keyring? Couldn't believe it. Little shit. And I gave him the keyring. When your son whines about a boat ride, send him to. I couldn't, dude. This is the thing, man. My son, I don't know, man. I know, yeah. It's causing a problem here because he's going to end up being a spoilt little shit. But I can't really help it. He's so cute, and he's so young, and it's like I don't know, man. I'm a lot softer in my old age as well, so I can't help myself. As soon as TKO Endeavor took over the UFC and WWE, both of the main and men of the companies, Dana and Triple H, stopped putting any efforts in at all. Both the UFC and I think WWE has personally been shit for years, but I haven't really been watching it, so I haven't watched it at all. No worries, Euro man. Like, hopefully we can get your channel up and popping. I'll stick your channel in the description now. Shout out to Euro. I'm always about helping people to get to where they can go because honestly, my channel's tiny as fuck, but it's nice that we at least get some engagement now. It's cool. Yeah, all that stuff you bought for like £70 costs around £15, mate. Not even that. Not even that. We order stuff from China all the time. We literally get crates of things turning up from China like every month, and it's just full of stuff that what I should really be doing, yeah. I should quit my job, yeah. Buy stuff from China and just sell stuff on eBay and Amazon. I would make a killing. You obviously have to know stuff in China, people in China, and where to get it from. But literally the things you can sell stuff that you can retail for like 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds here, and you're buying for less than $1. It's crazy. I think it's time to go, Frankie. Ash, have a wonderful rest of your morning. I think I'm going to leave kind of soon as well. I'll maybe give it a couple more minutes. If anyone's got some questions they want to ask or anything they want to share, now's the time, because we've been on for nearly 3 hours, and I am planning on doing I am planning on going live tomorrow. So it'd be much better, yeah, if I could get like some kind of sleep and then, have some energy for tomorrow's festivities. We have hit 60 likes, which is fucking amazing. China is ridiculously cheap because they have a whole load of factories out there, and they don't give a fuck, mate. They don't care about patents. They don't care about copyright. They will take your shit and then make it better. They don't care. My father grew up surrounded by the Syrian war, and at face value, he treated me bad, but I love him more than anything. I find myself being extremely grateful. That's the thing, yeah. I've got to learn to be a little bit harder on my son, because he's gonna become a rotten little shit if I'm not careful. He's very sweet and he's very caring, but he can throw fucking tantrums. By the way, do you like the old? I like the old one, I thought the old one was way nicer. I do think that the fact that they've got like gems in it is kind of cool, but I think the old belt looked amazing. Thanks as always to you as well, Euro, for reminding people to like and subscribe, because I always forget and it's not very good. I was 60th. Like, what do I do to win? Where's Crystal's picture? Let me see it. That is nice. I like that. That is nice. I do like that. Of course, all the things you buy are usually made in China. Thus, they're really cheap. If you can buy them straight, 100%. Yeah. And I mean, like I said, we order stuff. We order stuff from there. And I swear to God, like all my son's toys and everything come from there. And because what we do is we look when we take him out and he finds a toy that he wants in the UK, we just look it up in China and it's like 20% of how much it costs here. And we're like, fuck it, we'll just order it from there. China's market is extremely insecure at the moment because of the tariffs going up and down. I would wait until the next president. I don't think they give a fuck about the tariffs. I think the only people the tariffs are hurting are the Americans. I genuinely do. You think China gives a fuck? China sells to everyone. And China proved during, the virus, China proved during that time that they can sustain within their own borders. Because I was there and I swear to God, nothing changed in terms of what you could get, imports and exports. Nothing changed. Nothing. They are doing things correct. They don't depend on the outside world, really. They can do everything within their own borders. It's getting late here. I'm off to sleep. Have a great one. Ashraf, thank you so much for hanging out. You're an absolute G. I love that scary clown. It is fucking terrifying. China has a war with Australia at the moment because of the tariffs and shit and the ongoing argument with the USA. I'm telling you, though, China don't pick fights these days that they can't get into. They don't pick fights that they can't win. They're too smart for that now. They don't give a fuck, bruv. I don't think Trump understands what the implications of tariffs are. In his simple-minded head, he just thinks, we raise the money, they lose money. It doesn't work like that, because the costs of raising tariffs impact the American people. It doesn't impact China. They don't give a fuck. He's an idiot. China can survive alone. 100% they can. China's very self-sufficient. Whereas America, you saw what happened to America, to all the Western nations, when they had to shut off the airports and all that kind of shit. Everything collapsed. We would have been done, man. If the no worries, Jack Beats. Good to see you here, bro. Thank you so much for turning up. I'm Dutch Armenian, so I grew up in a very disciplined household. I would really want to know what to do if my child threw a tantrum. It's hard these days, man. Because like what I do is like I try to lead him by example, and obviously I try to like take the gentle approach to him and explain why what he's doing is wrong. But that approach takes patience, because when they're young, they just want what they want, and they're going to use whatever tactics they can use to get what they want the quickest. So it takes time. It takes time. The worst thing they did was dish China with the COVID-19 situation. 100% they did. China don't play, man. They're very proud people, and they've been shat on so many times that they're not having it anymore. They're a very proud nation. It's so funny to me that Chinese people don't give a fuck about nationalism. Like, bro, they're literally like boycott China for dumb US, and they laugh in Trump's face all the time. He is an embarrassing joke to them. Trump has stood on base at many different occasions and looked like a Chad, don't get me wrong, and shout out to him. But when he does it to China, yeah, they don't give a fuck, mate. They think he's a joke. I nearly died today. Shit, man. I'm glad you didn't, Simon. What happened? America needs to take a play out of their playbook. The thing that China have got on lock more than anything else is they're invested in infrastructure all across the world. Like literally. They own parts of the world that people don't even realize just by investing in different parts of their infrastructure. And they do very well at soft power. America's not good at soft power. You know, in terms of making friendships and making connections and all that kind of things, America's terrible at that now with Trump as president. And that's what people don't know. The very thing of just America first rubs a lot of nations up the wrong way. And you should put your country first, but you don't say it out loud. You just do it. It's weird. He's a weird geezer. Simon, did you say a shark? America needs to realize they can't always bully and get away with it. Well, the world is changing. The Saudis, for example, own like 25% of America, which is a scary proposition. Harry Sisson from The Wish. How you doing, Sir Shika? What's going on, man? Yep, you're right. They literally own 20% of Asia. China's on business right now, and people aren't even realizing it. How you doing, Catbot? What's good? Friday night funkin'. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Halloween. Where are you from? I'm flying to Austin, Texas for Thanksgiving to visit my extended family. I'm actually related to a UFC fighter, and he will be there. Anything you want me to ask? Not off the top of my head, you know. I think I would love to interview a UFC fighter one day just to understand what the day-to-day grind was like. And I'd probably ask questions like what got them into it. You know, like I might talk about the kind of feelings they have going into the cage and things like that. But off the top of my head, I can't really think of much, you know. But I hope you have a wonderful time in Australia and have a really good Thanksgiving with your family, mate. You sound like a real one. Put your nukes up. This is Americans have always got that. I think we've gone beyond the nuke thing now. The stuff they can do with satellites with these lasers and stuff is way more scary. Australia has always shat on its own people. Australia was supposed to be cheaper for housing and businesses. This is the way the whole world's going, because the longer we form into like a global conglomerate, yeah, the more that prices are going to rise and the harder it's going to get. We're going to have to go through a lot of teething problems in order to get to where we want to go. China has a 50-year plan to be the preeminent superpower. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think the seeds have already been planted. Many Americans are still living in the illusion that America is the center of the world. I think those days are long since over. I think they are. But having said that, America's still a great place to live. You've got such diversity within your borders, and I don't just mean like ethnically. I mean like geographically as well. You have everything you need there, so I can understand what the arrogance is all about. I get it. It's a great nation. It's achieved many great things. But right now you're not winning the soft power battle, because the rest of the world is just waiting to give you a slap. And as soon as you make one slip, you're gonna get dealt with. America is the capital of spoken like a true fucking yank. I saw the fin of a bull shark. I thought it was kids because I watched Jaws recently. I was on my raft and it flipped. I didn't panic. I punched it in the nose and stabbed it in the eye because defense. 100%, bro. You got to do what you got to do. That shark had it coming. I've heard that punching a shark in the nose is the best way to defend yourself. I should have said, but it's Bas Rutten. I swear to God, I can listen to this guy talk for hours. He got me into this sport very... Bas Rutten is a fucking savage. And I'm telling you now, yeah, he has a point here. You know that open-handed palm to the fucking nose? Don't punch people in the face with a closed fist. See, this little fucking thing isn't going to do anything. But hit them right in the nose, up into the nose of your palm. Game over. Arrogance and having dignity are very different things. 100%. And there are some Americans that are amazing people. Like, I'm not shitting on America, because America is very diverse as well. I mean, I've said this multiple times. Like, and again, I don't just mean ethically. I mean, the way that you see the world is different. Like, you can go from one state to the next, literally border to border, and you feel like you're in a completely different country. But it's the same for places like China and places like India and places like Russia, where it's massive. And literally, you have so many different cultures and stuff within the same borders. Like, you can't speak about American people generally, or Chinese people generally, or any country like that, because it's like they're so different within their own borders. There was a tension between USA and Australia about something about the UCA still. What's that about? America minus 800 favorite versus the rest of the world combined. You are smoking, bruv. You will get slapped. I reckon just a few of the big boys have to fucking team up, and you're getting meat hammered, my friend. I felt like I just had to throw meat hammer in there because I didn't know how to answer this question. I'm looking forward to speaking to him again. Happy Halloween, by the way, everyone. I'm going to go pick up my brother from school now. Coast Sweets, have a wonderful fucking day, my friend. Thank you for joining the stream. You've been a very welcome addition, and I hope we see you again. Have a great day. No, I don't like meat hammers. Stop asking me that question. Try asking me again tomorrow. Maybe it'll be a different answer. I don't know. We did keep the gay shit like down to a minimum today. So shout out to the chat who managed to keep things moderately under control. USA is number one, but come on, the rest of the world versus USA, you'll get a slap. You're still number one right now, but it depends on what you mean. It depends what you mean by that. You know, number one in what? Like, what are you number one at? I went to a Halloween party. How was it, man? Did you get yourself any? AUKUS is a military contract between the USA and nothing is more shady than military contracts. Well, there's plenty of things that are more shady, but you know, it's always shady shit. Oh yeah, I'm really sorry, Simon, but this is an 18 over type situation. Sorry, bro. Really sorry, but we've got a golden rule about fucking underage people in here. Sorry, man. Number one fast food. Number one in military and cock size. Untrue. Untrue, bro. You're not number one in cock size. Nice try. And our army is better than your army. And British, we've got some tiny little fucking... I found that whistle rather offensive. Yeah, I'm regretting it as well too, to be fair. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, yeah, but you can't mess with cock sizes in Africa. I'm sorry. You can keep pretending it to yourself. But I'm sorry, no. If you want the best athletes of America went to MMA, do you think they can beat the Caucus fighters? No, I don't. I think Africa is going to have a very strong future in MMA when they actually learn the fundamentals of fighting. Cheddarhead tried to throw cock size in there, you know. I love that. I love that. Bro, why aren't you reading my comment? I think I'm stuck in top chat, bro. I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not missing any chats on purpose. Would you mind, Musa? Would you mind sending the chat in again, and I'll answer it before I go. I definitely don't duck. There was a contest for. Oh, this is where it gets zesty. What did you go as? What was your costume? Ched thought there would be no winners on the planet if nuclear weapons were to be used. This is the thing. This is the thing. I think I've been saying this for years here. When Putin is ready to kick the bucket, yeah, we're all fucked. Because he's just gonna press that button like a madman. He's gonna be on something. This is why it's so dangerous. America is still number one, that's true, but arrogance will get them nowhere. I agree with you, Dazzle Boy. Dazzle Boy, you sound like a very chilled person as well, man. Shout out to you. African armies can't shoot, so they give them Viagra. What? Argentinians have the largest average. Is that true? That's interesting. Elvis Presley, sick costume, bro. I hope you won. Why are we talking about cock size in here, man? For God's sake. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I even shut the stream off when my kid walks in the room most of the time. Very good decision. Happy Halloween. How you doing, Natalie? What did you do for Halloween? We number one cocky, yeah. It's gonna get you slapped, you know. You've only been around. You're a child. You're a child in like, you know, like history terms, historical terms. You've only been around for a couple 100 years, man. Chill out. No one stays on top forever. You're gonna make a fundamental mistake, and you've got a fucking spastic in charge. So be careful. Be careful with that mouth, yeah. Yeah, you pressed it twice here, but that's not something to be proud of, cunt. The more situation is getting worse throughout the world in terms of conflicts and stuff, the more I want to pack my bags and start living in New Zealand. I don't think there's anywhere that's safe, to be honest with you, bro. I genuinely don't. Oh, you handed out candy to the kids. That was very nice of you. Oh, damn it. I'm not reading that out. But yeah, Musa, you're absolutely right. The thing is, though, yeah, we've been in a state of conflict worldwide for ever. It's just most of them we don't hear about it. I guess my comment was getting deleted because of the maybe it could be. I hate when YouTube does that. I'm not doing a girth poll. Stop coming in here with alts and asking for a girth poll, yeah? We know who you are. Stop it. What's a girth poll going to achieve? I'm going to Antarctica. Yeah, I'll be right there beside you, bro. I'm thinking of genuinely moving to, like, the mountains or something. I'm also an Elvis tribute artist. It sounds fitting. That is awesome, bro. Are you actually good, though? Elvis was a fucking G. This year, I'm dressed as Ice for Halloween. Ice. Lol, if everybody fired their nukes at once, the only thing that would survive is cockroaches and scary clowns. Indeed. According to a news report, I read international condom sizes are too big for Indians. Fucking hell, Sam. I should have read that in my head before I wrote it out. Yeah, Doba, cut it out, you cunt. What's your longest street on Jerkmate? I've never used Jerkmate. I obviously know what it is because, you know, it sounds like what it is, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's where you go and mutually masturbate with other people, yeah? I don't do the dick on cam thing. You know, I've sent a few dick pics in the past. We've all done it. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I was learning in the game. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't even fuck with porn, man. I just think it's kind of sad. USA is #1 in twinks. So you're sport for choice, bro. Ched, you're right. I changed that to a timeout. Yeah, he needs to chill out for a bit. I love the dude, yeah, but I swear to God, yeah, he just distracts me too much. I do, yeah. Bacon's a good shout. Go Ukraine or Russia. One's very safe. Yeah, Russia's probably safe. Giuliano met Taylor Swift at a party. It wouldn't surprise me if he said that. You know, I'm being serious. That sounds like we should play a game one day. Yeah, of we should talk about, like, we should play a game of did he or did he not say it, Giuliano or Genti edition. That would be a great game. So you're a master at taking dick pics now. Nah, man, I'm talking about in my younger years, you know, when I was first in the game. Don't act like you've never done it, Musa. Don't you dare. Because you a liar, sir. This is a truth. This is a truth stream. I'm a true streamer. I will say stuff that's real, but sometimes it's going to be embarrassing, but it is what it is. There was a dance off. What moves did you come out with? USA is waging war on Venezuela for all, and and disguising it as a war on drugs. That sounds very similar. Diddy will be free in 4 years. He's going to be free sooner than that. It's going to be within a year, because he's already served like 18 months. He got 4 years, right? He could be out in 6 months. Genuinely. Francois Hardy. Let's have a look. Who is this? French singer. You've asked me this question before. Out of 10. Is this a dude? Are you trying to trick me? Doesn't look like a dude. This isn't the first time you've asked me this question, I think. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Some stripper moves. That's the way you got to do it. Ukraine against Russia, India versus Pakistan, Israel versus Palestine, and right versus left in America. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's wars going on everywhere. Remember, yeah, Russia did this shit to Georgia and completely got away with it. The bigger... Yeah, so Francois Hardy. Judging on first appearances, I would go like a 7. If you tell me this is a dude, though, yeah, I swear to God, yeah, I'm never gonna forgive you. They will give Diddy £500 and deport him to Ethiopia. He is Ethiopian, innit? And he looks it. No offense. Welcome back, Mia Khalifa. Thank you for turning up in my stream. Frankie, have you ever been to a gay bar? I've never been in one, but I want to go and I don't know what to expect. I've never been to a gay bar. No, it would be dangerous for somebody who looks like me. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to give anybody hope that, you know, they might have a chance, because it's like, what do you call it? Waving the candy and then not handing it over. Franchise Hardy equals hard Frank. Fuck, is that what it is? I thought it was a woman. For fuck's sake. Man, she's the original. Nah. The one that you're showing, she looks good. But I told you, Sammy, I'm just not into white girls. I know you hate me for that, but you keep coming back, so I appreciate you. One of these days, I'm going to get my husband to keep pigs and then homemade ham and bacon. Here we come. Here we come. Maybe that's what I'll name them to. I don't know if I can kill something that I've named. Did someone say Norma dump truck fight tomorrow? Let's go for that. Let's go for that. It's a crazy situation in the world in general. There are wars going on constantly. Like I said, we often just don't hear about them. I guess we should have a poll on this channel where you ask viewers if their dick size is above 6, above 7, or above 8. Then we get to know the average size of your viewing community. But then what are the people who have less than that going to say? I'm just asking for a friend. Mia Khalifa makes jewelry. Yeah. She needs to get back to sucking dicks as soon as possible. I don't mind that she did what she did. I do not mind. But her acting like she should now be respected because she's put the dicks down is crazy. What Halloween movie do you guys recommend for me to watch? What kind of movies are you into? Are you into slashers? Are you into psychological shit? I'm not a big horror movie fan. How you doing, Brian Fox? That's a proper English name. Proper English name. People forget, man. I will change Frankie's mind on white chicks, and once we go to Poland, you never will, bro. I'm not saying I wouldn't occasionally tap that. That's a different question. I'm the mayor of YouTube live chats. It's like a mod, but more powerful. And my authority extends to all. As an elected, is my. That is funny. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. One time after finishing a 10-week slave week job, the boss took me and another worker out to dinner. Took us about 20 minutes to realize it was a great gay restaurant bar. ... Great food. Above 8 in one is 1 in every 10 to 100. That's a fucking big margin. Nobody here has above 8. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, I'm around. I forget it. Both. Zombies. How you doing, Jack Flash? Monster House. There's more than one version of that, isn't it? It's not really a. I would recommend Hocus Pocus. Goated. War Pony is a great movie. It's based on the Native American culture of today's society. That sounds interesting as fuck. Chris, how old are you going to be, DJ Aiden? Yeah, Chris Gray, drop your cooking channel link right now. Chris Gray, you need to get that channel going this year, bro. We should set you a deadline. Most men either lie about their dick side or they just measure it at the wrong way and then think they're massive. That is true. I'm not telling you my dick size, Musa. It's my own personal business and the several hundred women that have seen it and played with it. What are you going to do with that information anyway? Coraline's a great movie. Coraline's a great movie. I have to wrap my wiener around my leg to be able to walk. Do you know what? I believe you, Cheddarhead. The roundest and the smallest cunts tend to have they tend to hang dong the greatest. Cheddarhead, you are just so funny, man. May the 8th, 2028 is Diddy's official release date. However, yesterday he was transferred to a federal prison with a special drug treatment unit, and his participation in the program can reduce his sentence. He's going to end up doing half his time. He's done 18 months, I think, already. But also, as well, do you think he's having a hard time in prison? Absolutely not. How have you had sex? I've had sex thousands of times. Thousands. I mean, I don't count or anything. It's been hundreds of women. Of course it has. How are you still alive? Because cardio, brother. Cardio. I'm not even saying this like I'm proud. I'm not proud. I'm genuinely not. Coraline is an awful movie. Horrified me as a young head with those, but that doesn't make it a horrible movie. That just means you're a pussy. No offense, Chris Gray. We love you. You're our pussy, but we love you. I'm 20. Fucking hell, mate. I thought you were older than that. No offense. Chris, drop me your old. Yeah, he dropped it. He dropped it. He dropped it. Little Chinese man told me, long man, short man, long dick. Long man, short dick. I mean, I don't think that's really true. Don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's a scientific thing. But yeah, subscribe to Chris Gray immediately. He's one of the boys. We love Chris Gray. Subscribe to Euro. Anyone else who has YouTube channels as well. Support each other in the community. Get people started. When people start watching, it makes a big difference. And then it starts the ball rolling. That's what I have to say about that. But RJJ, that's a very funny thing to say. Yeah, Chris is still. Yeah, I want to see live videos with Chris. That is a bit no, because Sam, you know why, man. People in here, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh yeah, hundreds." Because I was gonna say hundreds of people. I was gonna say hundreds of people, and then I knew how that sounded, so I quickly readjusted myself and then said women. Because at the end of the day, though, Sam, it's like I've said a million times. If people think I'm gay, I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care. It doesn't affect my life in any way. It's like I've said multiple times. Just because people ask me or assume that I'm gay doesn't mean that I suddenly have to start fucking piping dick. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't change my life in any facet. I'll be honest. And also, yeah, I've got nothing against gay people. I feel like I say that way too often. It does sound a little bit suspicious. I'm not gonna lie. It does. Truman, I was scared of everything as a kid, but man, that was a spooky children's film. Don't like it. I mean, it is a bit weird, isn't it? It does look a bit weird. There's no denying it. By the way, yeah, how many fucking likes have we got? 69. That feels just that. I feel like I should almost end it here because 69 is just the ideal number, really, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think it's offensive to be called gay at all. Crystal, that's what you get for being Irish and handsome. Shout out, bro. By the way, Sam, I know you have very specific views, but you are a very appreciated member of this chat. I get hit on by gay men too. I take it as a compliment and move on. Dazzle boy, that's exactly how you've got to see it. Whenever it's happened to me, when I was a kid, yeah, it's like I said, I grew up around black men and Asian men, yeah. And we had a subculture where like being gay was like the worst thing in the world. We used to be very like homophobic. But what you realize when you grow up here is people should just be able to live their lives as long as they're not hurting anyone. And also, like I said, don't crash out if somebody shows you interest. Just take it as a compliment and say, I appreciate your interest in my body. Now leave me the fuck alone before I crash out. It's only gay if your balls touch. I've never done a devil's freeway. And I'm never going to. Not really my thing. But thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate it. I was only going to say somebody hurry up and hit that like button just to oh, fucking hell. I shouldn't have said it out loud. I should have just left it. To be fair, though, what sometimes happens is YouTube for some reason counts the likes wrong. And then when I go back into the live to download the videos, yeah, it's like the likes have gone down or sometimes they've gone up. So we still might get to 69. 69 might be the final number. Yeah, Chris, what are you going to cook first? I'm intrigued. I feel like I feel like I hear Frankie let everyone know he doesn't have problems with Peyton Talbot's every stream. I keep it down. All right, bro. I'll leave you the fuck alone. Bye, bro. Yeah. See you later, bro. See you later, Doba. It's definitely Doba. Yeah, Sam. No, you're very welcome, man. And the fact is, yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being very open and honest with your opinions as well. It honestly means a lot. It means a lot. Frankie, your tattoos look cool as hell, bro. And grimy, my guy, how you doing, man? I appreciate that, Autist. I tell you what, man, they're like some of them were fucking painful. Like the inside here, not nice. Elbow wasn't fun. There's some little parts as well. But I'm getting gradually bigger, you know. I'm working on the protein, doing some more push-ups and stuff. And tattoos certainly look much better if you're not skinny as fuck. I heard what you did with that money that Gio owed to you. Stand up shit, my brother. Let's fucking go. Grimy, there's a problem though, yeah? Because apparently Northie still doesn't have the money yet. How you doing, Christopher K? See, this is how you handle it. Thank you very much, Christopher K. Nice to see you. What's the trend for clothes in the UK? Euro? I've got no fucking idea, mate. I'm the least trendy cunt out here. I keep it basic, man. Weston, I'm still planning on doing fish and chips because it seems right. I just perfected the recipe after a few months of practice. I cannot wait to see that. I would love to be able to make a good fish and chips from scratch. Frankie, show them your 40s German tattoo on your... Bro, allow it. Since you're an expert, give me some tips on how to make a girl come multiple times. I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound really off key right now, yeah, but follow my logic here, yeah. In my experience of sex of all sex that I've had, yeah, to be honest with you, yeah, sex is not really about the things that you do. It's more about how you make somebody feel psychologically. It's about getting them in the right mood and getting them comfortable enough to relax and let go, if that makes sense. I've got to the point here where I used to try and, like, you know, work on some moves and use things in the bedroom that I figured worked with everyone. And the thing is, everyone's very, very different. What works for some person might not work for somebody else. So I think the best thing to do is when you're with somebody new for the first time, sorry, that Christopher K comment just threw me off. When you're with somebody for the first time, just be open in communication with them. Just tell them just ask them exactly what they're into and what they like. And then when you show a willingness to do those things, it gets them in the right mood, in my opinion. That's what's always worked for me. Just having honest communication and not thinking that everything works for everyone, because I think I don't think that's how, like, sexual relations work. That was a damn long question. That was a damn long answer. Sorry, bro. Math rotting at rocking a swastika. Oh, imagine, bro. Imagine. If you put on a jacket and tie, would Lex Friedman get jealous? I wear a suit and tie to work every day, bro. Matthew, you've asked me this question before. What are your favorite boxers brands? I'm going to answer you because I feel like you're going to keep coming back and answering it. It kind of depends on what my mood is. That's going to sound like a zesty answer, but it kind of depends on what I'm doing. I like CK boxes. There's a brand that I'm using at the moment. I can't remember the name of them, so I will check and I will let you know. CK are some that I own. I'm trying to think. I'll let you know. Based, I've got to work on lovemaking before sex, 100%. Because also, yeah, a lot of people watch. This is why I don't watch porn yet, because it distorts your understanding of what women actually like. Most men just think, yeah, this is another thing. Most men just think, yeah, if you pound away like a jackhammer, that's what women want. It's not, and that's how you're gonna make yourself bust a nut faster as well. Work on your foreplay, and just ask them what they like. And also, yeah, listen, like be attentive, like. Because of different women, you'll have them in different situations doing different things, and just respond to their body. Don't respond to what they're saying. Respond to what their body's telling you. Clarify beforehand if they want it in the mouth or in the face. And by that, I mean... oh, that poll is going to be a regret. Oh, Clarissa Shields, I fucking hate her. Fight Club 2, hopefully that... Nah, I hope they don't, man. Don't... Because they would... Let's be honest, man. If they did it right, yeah, it would be amazing, Euro, yeah. But they won't, will they? They'll fuck it up. Grimes, do you really ice fish? That's a really good question. I've heard ice fishing is fucking sensational. Let's fucking go. Thanks. Wait, I'll go live from the tree stand if I get to 50 soon. Grimy, that would be amazing. And Grimy, I'll be right there as well. When you're streaming, I will be there. I will be there. In fact, Grimy, I'm going to subscribe. I think I am subscribed to you already. Let me subscribe to Grimy as well. I think I am already. Oh, I'm Grimy. Now I'm subscribed. In fact, I'm going to... Sick beard, bro. Now I'm just jealous. I didn't know you had such a Chad-like beard. You can still be rough while taking things slow if you really want. 100%. Just know how to pace yourself as well. Eric, how you doing? Any news on Tom Aspinall's eyes? At the moment, Dazzle Boy, he's saying he still can't see. He still can't see out of one of them, and he's got reduced vision on the other. Now, whether that's 100% factual or not, I don't know. To me, yeah, Tom doesn't seem like a bullshitter. There could be a situation where Tom ends up retiring from this shit. There really is, and that would just be really, really sad if that turns out to be the case. Katie Taylor is a very good boxer, but she did lose one of those fights to Soriano, in my opinion. She won 2 of them, and I thought she lost one of them. What are we talking about, Eric? We're talking about what it means to be a very gentle and compassionate lover. I hate that word because it sounds so gay. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. I'm sub to Grimy as well. So Grimy's well on his way to 50 subs and hopefully getting live. And yeah, Eric, you can talk about whatever you want. 100%. That's what we do here. Everything is open for discussion, pretty much, within reason, you know? Within reason. Oh, anyway, dudes, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up soon. I said that when we got to like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and you guys just kept me going. I thought she possibly lost the second. I'm thinking the same thing. Welcome back, Sarah. Sarah, where are you from? You're into guys. That's fine, Eric. There's no problem. We have some gay members of our chat here. And like I said, just do you. Be happy with who you are. And be proud to be who you are. All 3 great scraps, though, especially for women. 100%. It's why I love Zhang Wei Li so much. A raid Bodak. Bodak's on. The fuck? I didn't know that. I would have left ages ago. Is Bodak really on? I can't see him. Oh, Bodak's about to go on, I think. He's doing gaming. What a ledge. He's playing Spider-Man. All right, let's head over to Bodak. Guys. And Dougie's apparently on as well. Do you know, I'll throw up. I thought I saw Dougie go on as well. Where's Dougie? I'll throw Dougie up as well. And you guys can obviously make your choice. But like I said, try to support people in the community because obviously it means a lot. Dougie is live. And he is good. Dougie's fucking incredible. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being so supportive. I really appreciate you as always. I will be back tomorrow potentially, but if I do so, it's going to be on Musical MMA's channel. They're doing a watch along with like Brutally and a couple of other people. I think it could be a fun one. So hopefully I'm not going to London tomorrow, but if I am, then I won't be back until Sunday. But if not, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably be on about 2 hours before the card starts, something like that. Yeah, if you want to, that's a Cheddarhead. Thank you for compartmentalizing that. If you want to talk about MMA now, go to Dougie's Corner. If you want to talk about video games, go to Bodak because I think he's playing Spider-Man 2. I'm good, Bob Stories. I'm about to head off actually. Thank you very much for turning up. I like your P for P. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks to everyone that subscribed. If you haven't liked the channel, that would be great. We hit 73 today, which is amazing. Like I said, I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. I'll catch you all tomorrow. If not, it will be latest on Sunday. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful week. And much love to everyone here. Thanks for the majority of topics that came up today. It was amazing. So head over to Bodak or head over to Dougie's Corner. I'm sure they'd appreciate having such lovely people around to be part of their community. Take it easy, guys. All the best.